What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Late Night Show. I am your host, Gunsmoke the Don. Like we always do about this time. It's only Wednesday, huh? Damn it, man. Well, thank you for being here. Please hit the like button. And, yeah, for the next couple of hours, we're going to be talking some shit. So sit back and relax and hit that like button, y'all. Come on. All right. I don't know, man. Just didn't feel like doing a show tonight. Really didn't. Thank you to the anonymous person who sent me a cash app. Thank you very much. Shout out to another anonymous person too. Yeah. I don't know, man. Had some fun yesterday. Took the day off from doing a show. Went to sleep early at a decent time. And today, there's really nothing to talk about. I just wasn't feeling it tonight. But I said, you know what? I'm behind already. I'm behind. Tomorrow's the 10th, and I'm behind. I'm fucked. So we got to try and survive the ghetto. So I got to come on here and come up with some entertainment. What a life, huh? What up, Mickey? You think I need this agita? All right, enough with the music. Turn this off. Turn it off. Turn it off. I don't want to hear music right now. I'm trying, Pecky. I'm really trying. I gotta come up with some YouTube shorts, get some more friggin' subscribers around here, and it's just not easy, man. I'm trying to come up with stuff. It's a constant hustle every month. Always coming up with new ideas and new this and new that. And most of it doesn't hit. Some of it hits. Some of it works. Some of it doesn't. And this is, these live shows are rough. In the beginning, they always turn out good towards the end, but I'm tired of the struggle. I'm getting tired of the struggle. Templar boy, Mickey boy, and Becky. That's it. Great. Thank you guys. At least you guys showed up. I'm trying, Templar. I'm trying. God knows I'm trying. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Makmandi tonight. It's going to depress me. Something else to also depress me. Tom Brady and Sofia Vergara are sleeping with each other now. They're on vacation, having a summer romance in Spain, soaking up the sun on a yacht, having hot sex, going to the best restaurants, having the best drinks you could ever taste, probably the best steaks you've ever eaten before, having hot sex. Must be nice, huh? I knew when I saw those two assholes reported in the news to be in Spain. I said, gee, that's pretty funny. Everybody's going to Spain this year, huh? Anyway. Trump taps Sean Duffy to serve as interim Nassau chief. This guy came a long way, man. The Sean Duffy. He was in the very first episode of The Real World on MTV back in, I don't know, 1991 or some shit. 92, 91. Started sleeping with a cast member on the show. They've been married ever since. They've been together ever since. 35 years of marriage. He became a congressman. Now he's the transportation secretary of the United States. And now he's going to be the head of NASA. Nassholes, as I like to call them. So that's pretty amazing, man. Only in America. Guy went from reality TV to freaking head of NASA. What he knows about space, I have no idea. But he's going to learn about space now. Yeah. I guess NASA is not going to be woke anymore, huh? Anyway. That's one article in the news. God, Jesus, let me drop a link. Somebody get on here. Who cares about Sean Duffy, huh? Secret Service suspends 6 agents assigned to protect Trump during the Butler assassination attempt. That's what they're calling it, the Butler assassination attempt. That's going to be in the history books when I'm long gone. That's what they're going to call it. These assholes, they've been lying. The CIA's been lying. They've been doing this shit for a long time. They took out JFK. They had an operative in contact with Lee Harvey Oswald months before the assassination. And then he testified in front of Congress and lied about it. And the CIA denied ever even knowing who he was or working with him. Turns out he was an employee. They were going to do a false flag fucking attack on American citizens and blame Cuba for it as justification for invasion of Cuba. And JFK said, no, we're not doing that. That's crazy. And the CIA back then, they showed him what crazy was. They'll show you crazy. Now they try to do it with Trump too, because he was bucking the system, They don't like when you buck. CIA tells you what to do, boy. They want you to buck. Go ahead and buck. They don't, They try to take him down. By the grace of God, he turned his head at the last second. A split second. A quarter of a second. He turned his head, and that asshole took his shot. And once he missed, they took that kid out right away. No talking. Just like Lee Harvey Oswald. He was going around, I'm a patsy. I'm a patsy. Yeah. Well, you patsy? Come here, motherfucker. We'll show you something. They had Jack Ruby walk right up to him like, suck on this. Bang! We'll show you, Patsy. They did the same thing with that kid. He was in a BlackRock commercial. Oh, we had no idea about this kid. We don't know what happened here. How did that happen? He was only sitting up there for friggin' 40 minutes before Trump took the stage, aiming a friggin' rifle at the stage. Oh, how did he get up there? What's he doing up there? What a joke. Now they got the FBI lying about the Epstein files. And there's no client list all of a sudden. And, the guards just magically walked away from checking on them every 10 minutes. They were sleeping. Yeah. Oh, they were sleeping, huh? What about the camera facing the cell? Oh, that didn't work. That ran out of batteries or something. Don't work. That don't work. Oh, it don't work. Tony Buick is in the Epstein files, and the CIA is covering it up. And he's out there traveling Pacific Asia, doing covert operations. What up, Mo? Shouts to Mo. What up, Steve? All right, my peoples are here now. I looked up, my peoples are here. What up, Drum? Succulent Chinese meals for everybody. For everyone. And then you will be ready to receive my limp penis. Philly boy. Who stole my crown? Thank you, Becky. So, yeah. Now, all of a sudden, the Secret Service is suspending 6 agents assigned to protect Trump during the Butler assassination attempt. Who knows for what? Let's find out. God forbid it would be for. Oh, okay, it is. It's for failures related to last year's assassination attempt. Wow, they're actually going to do something about it? Wow. Still don't know what happened there. Nobody's talking about the kids like he doesn't even exist. That's not weird. He's in a BlackRock commercial for the government. Where do you even see a BlackRock commercial? Why do you even got commercials? What the hell are you doing? Trying to recruit spies or some shit? What the hell? I ain't never seen no BlackRock commercial nowhere. Anyway. Hundreds of Amazon packages arrive at California woman's doorstep for over a year, even though she's never ordered them. Well, finders keepers. Let's see what else we got out here, huh? Nothing else in the news? Well, they got a nasty fight breaks out on a plane as a lawyer tries to skip the line and deboard first. She says, deal with it. People are scumbags, man. Society, I mean, every day I'm on the road, I see people cut people off. Like, what are you doing, man? Why do you got to be an asshole? Why? Why you got to cut people off? Speeding to a red light? Just complete assholes. Oh, you plead the fifth? Yeah, just like Biden's doctor now. They put him on a congressional committee or whatever. Why did he lie about Biden's mental acuity? Uh, respect to incriminate myself. I would respectfully, blah, 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 plead the Fifth Amendment. All right. Doctor privilege confidentiality. Yeah, but meanwhile, the president's supposed to get a checkup every year, and the public's supposed to know about it. So what are you talking about confidentiality, pal? You lied. And you don't want to perjure yourself. Lied to the American people because his wife didn't want to have the 25th Amendment invoked and have him removed. She liked being president, you know. She liked calling the shots. She liked talking to the world leaders, you know. Call me doctor. Excuse me. No, it's not Jill. It's Dr. Jill. Sorry, doctor. What do you have a doctorate in? Education. Okay, I read books to school children. Yeah, some fucking doctor. Why don't you take your doctor ass and why don't you help out Sleepy Joe here? You know? Get your doctor ass and help him. Give him some blood pressure medication or something. Get him out of here. No, she liked calling the shots. She was going to prop him up for re-election. Sick bastard. And his doctor's on there lying to the American people, pleading the fifth. Wow. Talking about Sleepy Joe, I just lost what? 10 people? Scum. Anyway, a nasty argument broke out among a crowd of airplane passengers when a lawyer tried to skip the aisle line and exit first, infuriating folks seated in front of her. The attorney, who is not identified in the footage, somebody will identify her as, is first seen snapping at a flyer who had just scolded her for failing to follow proper deboarding etiquette. She said, "You're all whining for no reason. Just get up when you want to. Just deal with it, people. My God." A man wearing a baseball cap told her, "Wait for the people in front of you to get off. That's how we do it." No, some people don't want to play by the rules. You know, rules don't apply to them. She responded back to him, "Shut your mouth." You see? You see the nasty hostility and indignation? No respect for civil society and proper etiquette? That's a quality of life issue. There's rules. There's rules for a reason. So everything happens in an orderly fashion. You don't like sitting in the back. You want to be first? Get a fucking first class seat. Get a seat in the front aisle. She's pushing her way through the friggin' aisle. Get out of my white mouth. Shut your mouth. I'm a lawyer. And I'm just another schnook with a failed YouTube channel. Everybody's in a hurry to go nowhere. Yeah. I don't get it, you know. They're driving around in shit boxes, always in a hurry to go. So where the fuck are you going? I don't even know how they drive like that. You got potholes and speed bumps. Not even the sewer caps are a problem. They don't even install the sewer caps no more like they used to. It's not a smooth sewer cap. Now it's got like this big indentation. So when you drive over, you're gonna break your rims. You're gonna fucking fuck up your axle, your brakes, your calipers. I mean, it's a nightmare driving in New York City. And these assholes are racing to a red light, riding your ass, cutting people off, doing dumb shit, man. I mean, these assholes are granny shifting, not double clutching like they should. I mean, they're lucky that the 100 shot of NOS didn't blow the welds on the intake. Now me and the mad scientist got to rip apart the block and replace the piston rings they fried. That's my favorite quote from Fast and the Furious. You guys don't give a shit. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we was talking about this fucking lawyer. As tension mounted, a baby could be heard screaming. Oh yeah, of course there's always a baby on the fucking plane crying, you know? 4.5 hours of crying. You gotta listen to. Put a nipple in that baby's mouth and shut the fuck up. Somebody do something, man. Nah. Don't tell me how to raise my kids. Yeah, now it's another fight, you know? I mean, Jesus. What a nightmare. What a society. What a friggin' society. So now the baby's screaming in the background. A second passenger chanted, Karen, Karen. Oh, yeah, no, a racist chant, you know? A racist chant calling somebody a Karen. Now, she's acting like a Karen, but still, you know, that was always a racist chant. Shouldn't be calling people Karens and shit. A reference to how he believes that the lawyers was smug and entitled. She snapped back, You're being the real Karens because you're making noise about it. Yeah, so you just cut everybody off, you know, pushing through, and then, you know, it's everybody else's fault for complaining about it, right? Everybody's just supposed to sit by while you break the rules, and, you know, you got to be first. Where the hell did she even land anyway? What fucking state is this? Did I even tell you? I'm sure she had nowhere to go. She probably landed in fucking Idaho or some shit. Indiana. Who knows? After telling a passenger to shut the F up, the lawyer then lashed out at another man who criticized her for swearing. There's kids on this plane, for Christ's sake. Watch your tone and language, ma'am. Given your accent, I can tell you've said the F bomb, she says, of the passenger's southern dialect, irking a woman seated nearby. Oh, because they're from the down south, the dirty, dirty, they got to be using the F bomb? Given your accent, I can tell you've said the F bomb before, just assuming that because they're from the south, they said the F word. Maybe they never use the F word. Maybe they don't use language like that, ma'am. Smoke is a let me speak to your manager kind of guy. Actually, no, I just eat shit and walk away and just never go back. Very rarely do I have to ask for a friggin' manager. What up, Mr. President? Mr. President. I double clutch, speed shift, you name it. Damn. That pisses me off. No home training. Yeah, people are caffones out there. If she had nice tits, they should have let her cut the line. Nah, she's a mess. She looks like Judge Judy. Judge Judy looks better. You know. I should put it on the screen, maybe. Let me see. Let's do an interactive show. You think I need this agita? Let me see. Where is it? Shit. Can't find it on here. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'd like to cut the line too, you know. Look at this piece of work. Just calling them the Karens. Anyway, so now she's being biased against people from the South. The guy responded, "You could be a jerk, but you're not going to insult someone because of an accent. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that today." I hate those type of people too, you know. Everybody thinks there's some civil rights hero now. We're not doing that today, sir. No. No, we are doing it. We're doing it right now, man. Yeah, look at this. The whole fucking plane is looking at this woman. Of course, I can't read the article. They show you more. Might as well just make a freaking website for commercials. Might as well. Just, forget the article that I'm trying to read here, right? Just have pop-up ads every 5 seconds. Can't even get past the sentence without a freaking pop-up ad coming in here. Like, I want to buy a Range Rover for 160 grand that's going to break down in fucking 12 months. Electrical problems, engine problems. That's going to cost you an arm and a leg to fucking fix. It ain't even worth it. Fucking Range Rover. That chick in the white hoodie, she's kind of cute in the back. She looks appalled. Like, what'd this bitch just say? What'd that bitch just say? Oh my God. She ain't waiting her turn. Yeah. Bitch in the front look appalled too in the pink. She's like, "Oh, how dare you, ma'am? We're not doing this today." Anyway, a man off camera is heard telling the lawyer, "You're clearly a racist." To which the attorney points out that everyone involved is white, and it's actually xenophobic to insult someone's accent, not racist. Oh, so she's a xenophobe. Damn, this show's getting negative. It kind of started off negative, didn't it? Eh. Let me see this one. She's kind of cute. She all right. What's she doing over there? Anyway, Oh yeah, great. Yeah, great. ARP commercial. Great. Yeah. Now I'm about to read the sentence here. Some observers of the airplane meltdown said the lawyer took rudeness to new heights. She needs to come. She needs to build a YouTube channel. Then shit. She'd be a big hit around here if she's bringing rudeness to new heights. Oh my lord. She's got an ugly personality, somebody said. It's common courtesy that the row in front gets out first. While another called it my biggest pet peeve. Some other asshole said, "I kind of enjoyed her. She had something for everything that was thrown at her." Whatever. So she's good at fucking arguing. Fuck her. She got a response for everything. She's Miss Know It All. Is that Kenny in the seat? Looked like Kenny, didn't it? Maybe it was. Kenny's coming to America. What up, Rude Irish? Lock her up. She's a lawyer. Mickey, I drove 3-speed on columns since I was 13. Loved the 3 on a tree. No friends could drive my work truck. But sucked when someone moved. I always had to drive. Fucking carpooling, boy. Using the HOV lane, boy. Fucking avoiding traffic, boy. Carpooling, boy. What up, Root? She's an a-hole? Yeah, that's an understatement. She's also a lawyer. Yeah, I'm sure those kids have heard worse, for sure. They've seen worse. In this day and age, they've seen worse. Wow, 16 people watching this? What the fuck happened? What happened? This is the same show it's always been. What the fuck happened? People are assholes, man. A fucking bum will go live, and in 2 minutes he'll have fucking 85 people watching. And he's picking his nose. He's not even in the fucking car. He's fucking jerking off somewhere. This is a sick fucking joke. Gotta be. Gotta be a sick joke. World went to shit. Anyway, I'm gonna drop a link again. It's gonna be a rough summer, man. Rough summer, and I am screwed. Well, there's always bankruptcy, I guess. Fucking shit life. Anyway, Mafia. Oh, here's some mob content for your ass. Here we go. We got some mob content, guys. Go ahead. Call everybody up. Call your friends. Call the trolls. Them come on in. We got some mob content for you. Now, that's what you guys love. That's a La Cosa No Nostra. Oh! Root, thank you very much. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you, Root. I think I made $3 my last show. Thank you so much, Root. I have stomach surgery tomorrow in Texas. I want everyone to get a stomach x-ray. If they have been throwing up, losing weight, etc., I have lost 30 pounds in 3 years. Now, you take care, Root. Good luck tomorrow. And I hope for a speedy recovery and you feel better soon, man. I hope it's successful and you start feeling better. Stomach issues, huh? That's horrible, man. Thank you so much, Root. Can't thank you enough, brother. Oh, that's why you're here, Mickey? Mickey boy. All right, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, mob content, guys. Listen up. Oh, look, now we got more people in here because we said mob content. Here we go. That's a La Cosa No Nostra. A mafia captain was sentenced Wednesday for running an illegal online betting operation that netted nearly $25 million over the past 25 years. So he made about $1 million a year on online gambling. 25 years. He's been doing this shit since the year 2000? The fucking stone age of the friggin' internet? Fucking Napster using boy. Using Napster? Kazaa? LimeWire? Watching movies on DVD? 25 years online gambling. Who the hell was placing bets online in 2000? Couldn't even send a picture to nobody online without taking 3 years online in the year 2000. What up, Michael Moormile? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I have a guest, guys. The best guest. The guest of all guests.
You trucker.
He invented guests. What up, man? What up, Common?
What's going on, man?
Nothing, bro. Just
What's the
trying to
word?
get, just
Word on
trying,
the streets, man.
just trying to get these people some mob content, you know.
Somebody else popping on too.
Oh, thank God. Fucking A. Had nothing to talk about tonight. And yeah, we gotta survive the ghetto, man.
What's the word on the street? What's up, everybody in the chat? Let me see who we got. Who we got in here tonight? We got Michael Moormile, my main man Templar. How you doing, Templar?
Temple up,
Becky.
boy.
Becky, how you doing, Becky? Who else we got? Who the
Becky
fuck?
girl.
Skeets. I don't know who you are, but what's going down? Rude Irish.
Yeah.
My dude.
My
Gay
dude.
Young. Yeah, Young, my main man. What up, Unc? Mo, Big Mo's in the house.
Big Mo.
Big Mo,
I
Mo
like that
Brizzle,
name. Yeah, I like that name. Big Mo.
and Smoke, and Big Smoke.
Yeah.
What's up, Shat? What's the word on the streets, man? What we
Common
missing? What's
Common
cooking?
was tired of the negativity, so he came to save the show.
I couldn't
Yeah.
take it, bro. I was like, what in the fuck is going on right
You're
now? This
starting
is
to feel depressed.
brutal, dude.
Yeah, no, it
I
was
was getting,
brutal.
I was getting depressed, man.
Yeah. I need people to talk to on here. I can't fucking just keep winging it every fucking day. I need to have a goddamn conversation. That's what people want to hear.
I hear that, man.
You
What
know.
are we missing? What's the news, man? Where's Buick still on the lam or what?
Buick, I'm sure he'll pop up. He's usually about 40 minutes late, an hour late, whatever. Sometimes he's on time, but who knows what he's doing.
He's wa-
Oh,
he's wanted by fucking Interpol right now. He's on the run.
he's supposed to be in Manila now at a new hotel, no more Roach Motel in North Korea.
Oh, he's not in Pyongyang anymore. He left fucking North Korea and shit.
Yeah, he went to Manila now, and I think he's in the Pride Motel or something, Pride Hotel or whatever, Pride
Oh yeah,
International Hotel.
they
Who
have an
knows?
annual fucking Fanuc conference.
Yeah, I think he brought Kenny there.
Yeah,
We'll
Kenny
see.
was
I don't.
Kenny was one of the main speakers.
I
I
fell
don't know who
in
he guessed.
love. I fell in love with Tony Buick. I want you to know I am so grateful.
My dude.
Buick is an Interpol interrogator. They confiscated his thong. Oh, he's in an Interpol interrogation. They've confiscated his thongs and are doing DNA analysis.
Yeah, that thong's definitely evidence for sure.
That's a.
I
I
don't
think
know
that
what, but
it
it's
might be a
something.
trophy. It might be a trophy that he kept. You know.
Yeah, you know how them serial killers will like take a ring or like an earring or a bracelet or a pin or something as they're like souvenirs to remind them of the kill that they got.
Yep.
He's got a whole fucking suitcase full of thongs.
And he sniffs them. What up, Howie?
It's sick,
Hey,
sick bastard.
what's up, Smoke?
Hey,
What's up, Common?
what up,
Good to
huh?
see you, man.
The word on the streets, man.
Not much. Hello
What's
to
cooking?
everybody in the chat.
What's going on, chat?
Who were you just talking about?
Oh, Tony Buick, man, he got picked up by Interpol.
Or
They
at
got
least he
him in
should.
his yeah, they got him in a suitcase full of thongs and shit as fucking evidence they confiscated.
What a nut
Yeah,
job.
strange character. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's strange, but it's definitely
Interesting.
He's
yeah,
mysterious.
The man of mystery.
Yeah.
yeah, like James Bond.
Yeah. He's like
Exactly. Yeah.
international player,
So
you know?
what's damn, a lot of shit going on, huh? Recently with the
What happened?
YouTube. I don't know. I heard people uh did their last shows, and like there's a couple people left YouTube and shit like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Who's that now? Oh,
I
Tony
heard.
you're talking about.
Yeah, and the do.
On a
Oh,
deal.
the Nadu, yeah. So he's done, huh? He's not coming back. He's officially done. What is he doing now?
Well,
I,
I heard fucking the do has got an ice stand now.
He
he's
has a
got a
what?
nice stand.
Oh, he's got an Italian ice cart.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
Yeah,
see.
he put his in fucking North Dakota. Minneapolis was already being held down by the fish, so he had to go west.
Wow, it's been 3 weeks since his last live.
Ooh.
The do, and 8 days since his last show video.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Maybe he's serious this time. I don't know. He made a
Did you
post a
see?
Well,
day ago.
he said he was doing sports or something, right? Or something like that. I don't know what he's talking about.
He said at the end of the video, in 10 years, you're gonna miss Jeff Nadeau.
Oh shit. His
They're
favorite
gonna
Gotti line or
wish.
what?
They're gonna wish there was a Jeff to do.
Yeah, that's funny.
Maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows?
He,
Is what's his name taking credit for it?
uh,
Running
I
the
don't,
mafia or what?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything, or well, really read anything.
Yeah.
I saw
Interesting.
I saw something crazy on the other guy. He was telling these
Oh,
grandiose mob stories. Honolulu.
what was he saying?
Oh man, what wasn't he saying? Like he was with guys and stuff, and life threatening situations, and being able to know how to navigate that,
What?
and yeah, and like guys coming up to him like for help.
When was
So I don't know,
this?
fuck, I don't know, man. I just saw it earlier today on some channel. It was like a
Really?
mashup. Yeah,
What the
Oh,
fuck?
really? Being able to navigate through fucking
The streets, man.
yeah, the mafia life
yeah.
with
Seems
guys and
like
stuff.
he did a pretty good job at it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's so good. He's so good nobody even knows that he was around nobody. That's how fucking sneaky he was. Nobody even knew he got his button. He's been able to duck everybody, even the feds have no clue. Unbelievable. What is it with these fucking people on the internet, man, that just fucking make up these whole characters and personas and shit? It's fucking bizarre.
Listen, there's people on here that I don't know how they have the balls to portray themselves on YouTube the way they do. Like, I mean,
It's nuts.
yeah, I mean, regardless, like if you think nobody knows who you are and you're gonna act like you were this, whatever out in the world, there's still gonna be a bunch of people that really know who the fuck you are and know that you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Like they got people. Some people just ain't got any shame.
Yeah, they just don't care, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to like, psychoanalyze like, what goes through these people's heads and shit. Cause they'll come on here, they'll get like upset and shit, like if you don't believe them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they'll tell you some wild ass shit, and like if you question them or like you don't believe them, they'll get all pissed off and shit. Like you're supposed to fucking take their word for it. And it's just like Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, dude, you need
yeah,
I've
fucking
seen
help.
that plenty of times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
crazy.
If you don't want to get fucking pissed off, because me or someone else don't believe you, don't fucking lie to us. Then
Yeah, it's
you
pretty
know
simple.
that's you're insulting our intelligence, and you deserve for someone not to believe you because you know that it's not true, but yet you're trying to fucking convince the people who you call your friends that it is, but you're basically lying to their face.
Yeah, and it's crazy too, because I always wonder, like, do these people like convince themselves that they actually like did this shit, or are they just, that fucking out of their minds that they just, like, do they actually believe it? You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people, I feel like they're so fucking deluded and convoluted in their own heads and shit that if they were like to take a lie detector test about it, they might even be able to pass. You know what I'm saying? Like they've like
Yeah,
convinced themselves they've actually done some of the shit that they say they've done. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
fucking bizarre, man. It really is fucking strange.
Well, the thing is that for every person that doesn't believe them, they got like 50 people who take their word for it. So
Right,
it
right.
makes them feel like
They're like
yeah,
validated or
yeah,
something.
and usually the 50 people who agree with them and take their word for it to tell them their own bullshit story.
That's true. That's definitely true. I've heard some fucking whoppers on here, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I've heard some fucking whoppers. I mean, you got fucking fake gangsters, killers, fucking kingpins, fucking it's incredible, man.
And and some of these people that do stuff like that, they don't even need to do that. Like they're
Right.
for what? Like they just make themselves look bad when if they were just honest, they would
They'd be fine.
yeah they'd be fine, and they'd get the outcome that they're looking for when they're bullshitting.
I think they're just looking for like being like the foremost authority on the mob. Like they have the authenticity because they were involved somehow. So they're the only one that can speak on it. Or you know
Yeah,
There's
you
definitely
got
guys
Qualified to
like there's
speak on it.
definitely guys like that too, for sure,
yeah.
without a doubt.
There's guys like that for sure. But we I mean, I know I am. I'm basically talking about more of the guys who are just trying to portray themselves as like an ex-mob guy,
Yeah,
or
guys are trying to fit in or put on a project a certain type of image or whatever. They want other people to fucking believe that they're really like that, you know?
What about that Chris Colombo guy? Remember we were talking about him the other night? People were
Yeah.
saying he's not the real deal.
Uh,
I guess it's kind of like that too. He's acting like he's the authority on it.
I think he's a fucking fat scumbag.
Yeah,
yeah, he's definitely a fucking fat piece of shit, that's for sure. He really thinks who the fuck he is. That you know?
Yeah,
I
he's
never even heard of him.
yeah, he wants to fucking come on fucking YouTube and sit up there, and act like he's a fucking authority on everything because his last name is Colombo.
yeah.
Yeah, and they fucking, they did what they did to his father, fucking, you know what I mean? He's not
Yeah,
fucking doing
another
nothing.
fucking mob son delusioned just because of who their father was, and they weren't anything like their father.
It really seems like that's like a really prevalent thing, you know what I mean? A lot of these guys fucking got these, infamous, notorious, parents and shit like that. And they feel like they gotta fucking, fill their shoes or fucking, you know what I mean?
It
And they
casts
wind
like
up,
a big shadow on him. Yeah,
yeah. And
Yeah,
then they come on here and they fucking act like who the fuck they are when they ain't fucking nobody. Nobody
yeah.
important anyways.
Where the fuck does he have the balls to fucking tell Bill Catullo about what he did? When his father got killed, when Chris Colombo's father got killed, he was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
Bill Catullo's father got killed. Bill was a fucking adult. He had to fucking worry about getting killed himself. Chris
Mm-hmm.
Colombo didn't have to worry about that. He was just a fucking kid playing with his fucking toys. Had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, he probably didn't even know who his father was at that time.
You know, Bill Catullo had to deal with fucking not only worried that he's gonna get killed, but then you got these scumbags coming to his house and taking his father's money from his mother.
Yep.
Like he had a lot to fucking deal with in
No,
that
I
moment
agree.
when that shit happened.
Oh yeah, no, I agree, man. It was kind of he really only had but what, like maybe one or two options. Pretty much fucking, leave town, cooperate, or I guess the third one would be fucking, going to war. They were already in a fucking war at that time too, but he really didn't have too many fucking choices at the end of the day. I
Yeah,
guess this guy expects him that he should have just sat there and taken it and fucking
that's
rolled the dice
basically
basically.
well, that's basically what he said. He said you should have never cooperated and you should never get revenge. So basically, telling him he should have just ate it and whatever, let them get shaken down or whatever. Somebody sent me some clips on Instagram. This guy really read him the fucking riot act over there, man.
Yeah,
And
I
Bill was
didn't
just
like it
sitting
at
there.
all. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
yeah.
He
This
was
guy,
abusing him. He was trying to
this,
abuse him and everything.
yeah. No,
yeah,
he
this
really,
guy's
yeah.
trying to compare his situation to Bill's situation and trying to tell him that he understands how he felt in a way when he didn't
Fuck
feel
out of
fucking
here.
shit.
Yeah, no. He's trying to relate two things that are completely
Yeah,
fucking different. Completely fucking different.
you
Not
know
even the
how
same at all.
fucking Bill must have fucking felt when he fucking realized that his father disappeared and is probably dead, and now he's got to wonder like if he's next, or and then the guys that fucking are possibly involved are coming to your fucking house and acting like
You're trying to
yeah,
take your money and everything. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Disrespect disrespecting you, your mother, his wife, his kids, everything, man. Like, and then Bill said too that day that his father disappeared. I guess they had like a little system of how they would communicate or whatever, and he kind of got like a couple of red flags when his father wasn't answering the pages and shit that he was sending out. And he said he went down to the club and one of the guys was sitting in his father's fucking chair that nobody sat in but him. You know what I mean? So I could
yeah,
imagine like what was going through this guy's fucking head. And you got to remember the time too, like they were in the middle of a war between both factions. So I really but don't think the guy had too many fucking choices or tough decisions to make at that point. And he wasn't a made fucking guy. His father was, you know. He just
Yeah,
wanted to be he in a lot of ways it kind of resembles the shit with Junior in a sense in regards to, him wanting to be, around his father and be accepted by his father and shit like that. But as soon as the father's not around anymore, your own life gets put into perspective at that point, you know what I mean? And I don't know why Bill would fucking, cower to that fat cocksucker because he was just up there being a fucking an asshole, in my opinion, abusing him and the whole fucking nine. Because he knows how Bill is, you know what I mean? Like he knows his personality and everything like that. So I felt like he was fucking abusing the guy, you know?
yeah, yeah, taking advantage of him.
Yeah, 100%. And I guess Bill been trying to reach out to the guy for a while, to get a relationship back with him. But I don't understand, like, if that's what it's gonna be based on, or whether or not this guy, he's looking for like approval from the guy or something. But for what? You know, to tell him to go
Taking
fuck off.
taking kindness for weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, big time. And I don't know why he would just sit there and let. Because at one point it seemed like Bill just started like agreeing with him. He's like, "Oh, you're no good fucking rats, this and that." And Bill's like, "I know, I did wrong." And I'm just like,
yeah.
Jesus, man, like what the fuck? Why would you even subject yourself to that shit? I felt bad for the guy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
I, I couldn't have done that.
yeah,
No fucking way.
listen, I couldn't sit there. I don't give a fuck how right the person is. I wouldn't fucking sit there and take that tongue lashing.
Hell, not from that guy.
No, I know you wouldn't have shit.
There's no fucking way I'm gonna sit there and let that somebody abuse me like that, talk to me, be like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. Like he was speaking to him type crazy, like he was a fucking some punk or something. It's like Jesus. I like felt bad for the guy at one point, you know what I mean? He got him up there crying and shit, emotional, fucking. Then he's telling him he had a fucking what the hell is it called? Like his dead father came to him with what the fuck is that shit called? Like a psychic medium or something, like contacts
Yeah,
dead people and shit. And
something
of
like that.
course, yeah, of course, Bill, he knows that Bill, like, obviously that really affected him his whole life or something that bothered him. I felt like he was using that just to fucking abuse him over it. Like, oh yeah, your father came to me in a dream and told me this and that. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. That shit was fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't. That's fucking weird shit.
Yeah, I don't know why he even entertained that motherfucker. I really don't.
Yeah,
I
somebody
don't think it was a
fucking
good look.
tells me that they spoke to my fucking father in a dream, depending on whether or not they're fucking in person or not. I'd fucking stick my foot up their ass and send them on their way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forget exactly what he said. Yeah, your father came to me. He says that Bill knows what he did was fucking wrong, but I love him and shit. So he's basically trying to use that to fucking abuse the guy over it. You know what I mean? Like what
yeah,
the fuck? I don't know. I didn't like that shit at all. I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but it seemed like he got a lot to say about fucking everybody. Because somebody was saying supposedly he was friendly or friends with Francis and whatnot. And supposedly he was talking shit the other day, calling him a fucking liar, saying he was no good and makes up stories and shit too. So I was like, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's fucking weird. You know?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't get it.
yeah, yeah. I heard some people get it wrong. They was saying that Bill Junior was straightened out. He
Nah, he
wasn't.
wasn't. Nah, he wasn't. No.
Well, not yet anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, that had to be a fucking you know shit. You go from one day you don't have a care in the world because your father's Wild Bill Cthulhu
Mm-hmm.
to fucking you know having to think about the very people you're friends with, might have killed him, and now you might be next.
Yeah, the level of stress had to be fucking
Oh,
unbelievable.
huge, huge.
Couldn't even imagine, you know what I'm saying? It's like you said, and at the same time, like I understand they were going through the war, there was a lot of shit going on, but they had lived through two other ones previously. So I mean, just in that whole thing in general with everything going on, he had to be worried that he was gonna be fucking next. And if he made a peep about it and shit, he was definitely gonna have a fucking problem. If they even had an idea that he was trying to get some type of revenge or something. So I
Yeah,
don't think he had but much of a choice, to be honest with you. And I don't know. I feel like he beats himself up over it a lot too, though. You know what I mean? And I really don't think that he had too much of a fucking decision to make personally, but that's just my opinion on it. You know?
Yeah, like if I came up with things like that he should have did, I'd be like a Monday night quarterback. Like
Exactly. It's easy for these guys to give their opinions on shit after and what somebody did right or wrong. Well, that's easy to fucking do until you
yeah,
get put
like
in that situation. You know?
who
That's what I don't like.
right, like who the fuck did Bill? Like who was he supposed to stay loyal to at that point? Why is he the fucking rat scumbag?
They didn't even know who killed him. Who was he supposed to fucking, even target or look at or go after? He probably didn't even know exactly where it was coming from. I don't even think
Yeah.
they still know 100%, right? Isn't it kind of up in the air?
I don't know, but at that point, like, you know, what kind of fucking, who does he owe anything to? Like, you know, why is he a fucking, uh, you know, a rat scumbag? You know, uh, when the fucking, who's he trying to fucking save face from? The fucking people who killed his father?
That's what I mean. That's what
Well,
I don't understand. I don't get that at all.
that's what they want. That's what they want you to accept. That's the lifestyle. I guess that's he's supposed to eat it. They killed his father, and then they try to rob his family for whatever money was left.
Yeah,
And
and
he's
then
supposed to
and
eat it.
that's and he's supposed to eat it, and he's a scumbag for trying to save himself and his family and shit from the guys that just killed his father and then tried robbing him and leaving him for fucking dead basically in the street. I mean, come on. I don't know. That's crazy to me. But I know that. Remember they had that show. They had that show on MTV, but like a couple years ago, like like Karen Gravano was in it, and her daughter, and like a couple other random kids or whatever. It was like growing up mafia or some shit like that. You remember that
Uh,
shit?
oh, the Sammy the bullshit.
Nah, it was some show on MTV. It was like
Yeah,
growing up mafia or something. And was
yeah,
Sammy in it? I don't
yeah.
remember. I don't know. I didn't watch it like
That
that,
was
but
Sammy's granddaughter. I think I maybe saw like the opening episode of it. It
yeah,
didn't
she
last
was in
long.
it.
Yeah, it didn't last long on TV. It was like maybe 2, 3 episodes.
Yeah, but Bill and his family was in that shit too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bill was in that. I remember
Oh,
an
okay.
Yeah.
episode with him in that.
Yeah, and I remember at one point he had went back to New York or whatever, and he was meeting up with attorneys for Jackie DeRoss's. I think they had some like type of appeal, and I think Bill was trying to help them get out of prison because I think the guys that they thought killed his father that whole time he might have been wrong about and was trying to help them like get out or something like that. So I don't even know if they know 100% like who was exactly behind it or what exactly occurred or whatever, you know?
Oh,
I
so
forget exactly what happened, but something weird like that was
maybe
going on.
Jackie DeRoss didn't have anything to do with the decision.
Yeah, and I guess he's doing life over that murder, but I think that came out, and it might not be that he wasn't even responsible for it, but he thought it was because he's the person that went to the house and was asking where the book was at with the money and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
think he believed the whole time that Jackie was behind it, but then I heard he was trying to talk to his lawyers to help him get out on an appeal and shit like that, saying he was wrongfully convicted. But I don't know what happened. I like don't know what happened with it. I wish Bill came on or something because I would ask him about that shit and
Well,
see fucking what that was about.
based on what I know about that life, I mean, uh, even though Jackie may not have been responsible for the death of his father, he's still a fucking scumbag coming to his house and taking his father's book.
Oh, 100%, without a doubt. And acting like he didn't know nothing about it, and he was just trying to help him and his family out. Well, he's really trying to fucking undermine him and rob everything
Yeah,
he
and
could.
and and that's the first thing they do in that life when somebody fucking gets killed. They fucking decide who's gonna fucking
Get what?
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's that treachery shit, man.
Yeah.
And I wish Bill when he was on there just said, you know what, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Don't fucking tell me what I should have done or how I should have did. Like, I reached out to you to have a conversation, not to have you come on here and fucking abuse me over some shit that happened 30 fucking years ago and berate me. Like he hasn't beaten himself up enough over it for the past
Yeah,
30 fucking years. You know what I mean? Obviously
Right.
it bothers the fucking guy. He knows fucking whatever. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta fucking go on there and abuse him on top of it. Like that guy's a fucking clown. I don't like that. I don't know him, but I don't like him. He's a jerk
Listen,
off.
if the people that don't accept you for the decision that you made, they're not your fucking friends. What are you?
Yeah,
Who do
fuck
you?
him.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what are you fucking worried about? He's paying your bills. He's helping your family. Fucking, he helped you out back that time. What did he do to help the guy out? Where the
Yeah,
fuck was he at that whole time when fucking Bill was dealing with that?
he was
He
so
says
close
he
to
was
the
out on the
father.
street. Yeah,
Yeah,
you love the father so close to him, but you didn't give a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like, what'd you do to
Yeah,
help the guy out? Probably nothing, right? But spit in his face for 30 years. That's what it sounds like to
I
me.
wonder how the guy would have responded if Bill, started mouthing off to him. I wonder how he
But
would have played that.
But that's the thing, though, is that I think that he was doing that because he knows that that's not Bill's personality and shit. So he felt like he could fucking get away with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't think he would have done that to somebody if he thought that they were gonna press his ass. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't like it because Bill doesn't. He doesn't put that persona out about himself or act like that. You know what I mean?
no,
So
And
for
they
this guy
probably
to come at him the way he did was fucking just. I don't know. I don't like that shit, man.
yeah, and they probably had already spoke a little bit before they even went on the show, and that's why
Oh, exactly. Yep.
he had already fucking felt things out, and
Yeah,
he
he
knew.
tested the waters.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's most.
he,
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he basically put a feeler out to see his response to shit before he went on there. Know like what he couldn't get away with speaking in some type of way. Basically.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. I wish he told him to go fuck himself. That's what I think.
Listen, you could be the biggest fucking scumbag in the fucking world. That doesn't mean that now you have to let people disrespect you.
Hey, give me 2 seconds, guys.
yeah.
I'll be right
Take
back. Hold on one
three.
second.
Take three. Take three.
All right, I'm gonna take 5. Right back.
5 second boy.
You know what I'm saying, Smoke?
Yeah,
Um, you shouldn't let anybody fucking dis. You shouldn't let anybody fucking disrespect you.
yeah. I mean, I know it fucks with Bill, but
No, I listen. I know. There's people on here that get emotional over what they did. I understand because they most of those guys have hurt family members either directly or indirectly. You
yeah,
know, and in my case, I didn't fucking my family members were happy about what I did.
yeah,
So I guess I didn't have to go through with family members not talking to me.
yeah,
But I don't know. Everybody's entitled to feel the way they want. All I can do is just give my opinion on it, and doesn't mean my opinion is fucking right. It's just an opinion.
yeah. Look, I don't know what the guy expected from Bill to do.
I didn't hear. I still haven't heard what you know what the guy has did exactly. I know I heard he fucking abused him and you know got him emotional and stuff like that, but I haven't actually heard that yet. I didn't see the
Yeah, I
tape.
got clips of it, the good parts. Somebody sent me the good parts. He didn't look like he was crying. Like he was grimacing, like when the guy was talking, like making a face, like it hurts to hear it.
Right.
But he wasn't. I didn't see like tears flowing down his face and shit.
So yeah, so people are exaggerating,
Yeah,
saying
they said
that
he
he
was
was
crying.
crying.
I mean, he looked like he wanted to cry, but you know, he didn't do it. But the guy was really fucking dressing him down, though. Like, how could you do this? Your father. How could you? Hey, that's the last decision you're supposed to make. You don't make that decision. Some shit like that. I'll play it if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got clue. Roro, good to see you. Member for 19 months.
Hey, Roro. How are
And
you?
thank you, J Dams, for the membership, brother. Shouts to J Dams. All right. Let me see if I could get this up here. Where is this guy? All right, hold on.
I can't really understand why you did. You were brought up properly. You're not a heartless person, you know. You have compassion, empathy for other people's things. And you know it's a wrong route to take. And I, you know, other than your outrageous temper against the best of you, for the life of me, I can't figure out why you did it. It was myself personally, you know, I understand he made insults towards your mother, but I think it was about money. I think he was dangling the carrot because she liked slot machines. Yeah. You know, the searching of your house is a little irregular, if you ask me. To me, I think he. I'm sorry. What you did is never an option, you know, and you can't honor the dead by dishonoring them. And I think you brought up long enough to know that. And your father was an honorable man, is an honorable man, you know. I don't know what you accomplished by it, but I don't know if you were traumatized, PTSD, give it a name. I don't know. But listen, you and I both know that it's wrong under any circumstances. There are no excuses. Yeah. And when you go for revenge, you dig two graves. You made
that's what makes this interview so unique is the fact that you are apologetic and you know you did wrong. And
the reason it's here. I can't really.
So that's one clip.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who the fuck is he to say what he did is right or wrong? He wasn't in his shoes.
He's got some guy from down south. Which you know what you did was wrong, don't you?
Yeah, listen, what we've all fucking learned in this day and age is that a lot of shit in that life was exactly what I just said it is. Shit. Bullshit. Yeah. And, you know, the very people that are telling you what you did is wrong, you know, are fucking doing the same, eventually do the same shit or doing it now. And, you know, they killed his father, you know, so.
And he might have been next because, you know, they leave the sons alive. The sons get older. Maybe they want revenge, you know? That's that old shit that you got to kill the kid too.
Yeah, and it's real easy to fucking fall for that shit because all you need is to be out one night drinking and somebody fucking, you know, make a comment like, yeah, you're gonna fucking get even, you know, and you say something stupid like, yeah, you know,
and they overhear
I've been thinking about it or something like that, and it'll get back.
Yeah.
And then
that's the end of you.
That's the end of you. And you know, we're talking about a time where fucking, you know, you'd get killed at a drop of a dime.
Yeah. And he's telling them to eat it. He said, "Don't get revenge," you know. So, you know, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah,
he would have been fucked if he went for revenge too. So either way, he's in the wrong, you know. So.
Yeah, he's saying that because he didn't get revenge.
Yeah. I was just gonna say he's telling him not to get revenge because he knows that he didn't fucking do shit when his fucking father got killed either. Probably makes himself feel better. Shit like, oh, you just gotta eat it. That's what I did. The fuck out of here.
Well, they killed Joey Gallo for Colombo, right? Is that the reason why?
Say that again.
Remember when they killed Joey Gallo? That was because of Colombo, right? Was that revenge, or did they never get revenge for Colombo?
No, listen, that was for Colombo got killed with approval from the commission.
Yeah. Well, that was Gambino and somebody else did that.
That wasn't no fucking cowboy fucking hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that came from the top from all the families. They approved that killing.
Even if fucking Joe Gallo did do it, I mean, he did it with permission.
Yeah.
Right.
So he got killed for something else.
You know, people were being told not to go to the fucking go there that day.
That year, yeah, that time, yeah, they told him not to go this time.
Right.
Yeah, because they're gonna kill his ass.
Yeah, that's
They consider him to be a rat. Basically, he's outside picketing at the fucking FBI building. Basically, you know what I mean?
Antagonizing these people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of
especially
being
back then.
quiet. Yeah, instead of being quiet. He was a nut. I don't know what he was thinking.
He was breaking a rule.
Yeah.
Breaking a
Huh?
rule, causing bringing too much attention,
Talking
and
to
that was it.
reporters, for Christ's sake. Giving
Yeah,
interviews to reporters like he's a civil rights leader.
and you know, I mean, his father, Joe Colombo, was fucking definitely told, "Hey, you know, stop," and he didn't listen.
He thought he had power and they couldn't do nothing to him. Basically, he thought he was that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
He rolled the dice and paid the price for it. You know.
Yeah, he didn't think that could happen to him,
Yeah, I don't think he ever thought that they would do that. No.
and especially like up on a stage in front of fucking hundreds of people.
Shit, thousands. No, weren't there fucking? There was like whole downtown was packed, wasn't it?
Broad
Fucking
daylight
people
too.
from fucking everywhere in the middle of the day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to feel safe being up on that stage with all those people around you.
Well, yeah, it was right outside the FBI building too, wasn't it?
It's Columbus Circle. It's like right there
Yeah. I mean, yeah, all
downtown.
the Fed buildings and shit are right there too. They probably
Yeah.
never thought that was fucking gonna happen there. In front of all them people and everything too. It was like a black kid or something, right? That they got
Yeah, it was a
supposedly
black guy. Yeah, it was a black guy
who shot him, right?
He had a
yeah.
camera. He posed as a cameraman and had a gun in it.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
How crazy is the fucking the guy who fucking did it?
Yeah. Well, they
Well,
blasted his ass.
yeah, they probably. Well, listen, even if they reassured him, hey, you know, nothing's gonna happen. This is fucking a sanctioned hit.
Yeah, that
How
takes
fucking
balls.
yeah, it takes bold to do that right there in front of all of those people.
Mm-hmm. And it also probably takes a moron too. Not really like you don't think you're gonna get shot back in return. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Because they killed him on the spot, basically, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah, right then and there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that guy was definitely fucking out of his mind if he thought
That
that
was a
he was gonna get
suicide
away with that.
mission. Yeah. What are you fucking
Yeah,
stupid?
pretty much. Yeah, they used that fucking poor bastard. That's for sure. No
yeah.
questions asked.
Imagine that happened to Gambino. I mean, Jesus Christ, they would have lit up the whole fucking crowd.
Huh?
I mean, fuck.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it can happen to anybody. That's for sure.
And a lot of those, it's funny because they got the rule about you can't whack your boss. But if you go back and you look in history, pretty much every single guy that took over a family was because they murdered the previous boss. Pretty much every single family.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's where that expression comes from. Rules are made to be broken.
True. That's a fact.
Well, you could bend the rules. Like I didn't do it myself. I might have ordered it, but he didn't personally do it himself. So, he could be
They
boss, I guess.
they wouldn't, it wouldn't be treachery if you weren't breaking any rules.
Yeah. The rules are for everybody.
Well, they also made those rules for their own fucking self-preservation too.
Yep.
All those rules are pretty much just to protect the boss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of funny how when you think about it. So they're basically setting up all the underlings and all the small guys to be their fall guys, basically, and shit. And then they wonder why it turns around that they wind up, cooperating or
Yeah.
it's crazy. You're basically asking for it. I
Yeah.
mean, what did they think Bill was gonna do? I'm wondering, what do these people think Bill, Jr. was gonna do after his father got killed? I wonder what was going through their heads.
Yeah. Was he after he kills the first guy in revenge? That's it. He's a target.
Yeah, I wonder why they were thinking like, would he flip if we killed him? Should we kill him too? Like, I wonder what they were thinking. Fucking, they think
They
that he would have
probably
never
were,
done that. I
of
don't know.
course.
You know,
Nah, why take a chance?
Yeah.
And this, yeah.
I guess looking back, I guess his best option would have been just to fucking leave town until fucking things quieted down.
Yeah.
Basically, do what he did, minus the cooperation. But I only say that because it's something he regrets doing. I'm
Right.
not saying, you know, I don't feel like he did the wrong thing, obviously.
Well, it sounds like he's done. Remember he did that that show back in the day. It was like that National Geographic one or whatever. Remember, like Jimmy had an episode on it and Mikey flat topping him. I forget what the fucking name of it was called. You remember it, Smoke? You seen it, how?
No.
No.
Damn, it was on like one of them like Discovery or National Geographic shows or whatever. You know, Jimmy Calandra had an episode, and Mikey Flattop did one, and Bill was on one of them. It was like, you know, not that I married a mobster, but it was something like that. You know what I mean? And he was talking about after his father died, like kind of what was going through his head and shit like that. But
Right.
it's weird because if you go watch that like interview and segment he did on that documentary, he doesn't act or you know compose himself like he does now and shit. Like it
Oh, I
bothers
think
him
I seen
differently now
this
than
one.
it did before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that
Right.
was the Rules of the Mafia or something on Discovery Channel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been Discovery Channel.
He
It's
was like
very
in a
possible.
it's like a green background or something, and he was talking like real crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
he was like sitting on a chair in a room,
yeah,
like a basement or
he
something like
wanted
that. Yeah.
revenge. Yeah,
Yeah, he said he wanted revenge. He had the gun planned out, and he says that he was posted up outside one of their places ready to kill him, and he said he saw a reflection of his wife and his kid and his daughter's pictures or something hanging from the thing in his car. And he said that I just chalked it up and I said, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna just, you know, cooperate basically, you know?
Right.
and if he would have got
So
revenge, this guy would have knocked him anyway. This Chris Colombo, he would have knocked him for doing that, and then they would have hunted him down until he died. How many people does he have to kill? I think there was like at least 4 guys in on the hit, right? So you got to kill at
Well,
least 4
at the
people.
time, he didn't even fucking know who
he didn't
did
know
it.
who did
Yeah.
it.
So who's he gonna
Yeah.
kill anyway? And then they might get revenge and kill his family. Who knows?
Yeah,
Being a
to kill all of
cowboy,
them, yeah. Yeah. Well,
he
that's
was
the
just
thing too.
yeah.
That's the thing too. Like, what did you want this guy to do? To go get himself killed too and fuck his wife and his family too after they did that? I
He's
mean,
supposed to
what?
crash out and shoot up a bar or something.
Yeah, there's no winning. With a guy like this Colombo guy, it's like there's no right thing you could have done. You should have just fucking ate it like he did and fucking
Yeah.
been a jerk off for the rest of your life and sat there and done nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, the best thing he could have done was to seek protection from another family. Just like
Get transferred.
Scarpa's son did, just like Joe Scopo's son did. He got pulled in by the Gambinos.
Yeah, Nicky
Um,
Scarfo. Yeah, his with the Lucchese's.
yeah.
Yeah. Scott. Well, Sammy got transferred from the Columbus to the Gambinos. He probably would have got killed after that shit. Wasn't Mikey Scar? Wasn't his brother with them or something too? For some reason, he was with the
I don't.
Columbus or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot that whole story. I remember he was telling it on that documentary that he did or whatever. I thought he said it was with the Columbos or something, but I could be wrong. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean, I heard somebody say that he put the guy in a coma, but Mikey Scars himself says that he couldn't do anything.
Who got put in a coma?
The guy who killed Mikey Scars' brother by Mikey Scars.
Oh, yeah. I heard that. Yeah, yeah. That's not true.
No.
He was told to leave it alone. That basically he broke the rule. I think he got killed for selling drugs or something, right?
I don't know. I don't really know much about that.
Yeah, I think his brother got caught selling drugs, caught a pinch selling drugs or whatever, and they wound up murdering him for that. And then I remember Scars was talking about, and he was saying, just think about like the treachery and the hypocrisy and shit, because the bosses at that time were all taking fucking drug money. Guys like Patsy Conti and all these people, big time heroin dealers, and then they go and they kill his brother to make an example out of him. On some political shit, basically.
Yeah.
And he was ordered basically to leave it alone, or he was gonna go with him. He said that somebody kind of like asked him and shit. They want to get his response. Hey, what do you think about what happened? And if he gave the wrong response, they probably would have killed his ass too. Which is what would have happened to Bill. They'd have killed him too in 2 seconds.
Long time ago.
Yeah, somebody was trying to say that they wouldn't have done nothing to him and left him alone. Like, huh? The fuck are you talking about? They'd have killed him in 2 seconds.
Yeah, if he would have fucking even made the wrong face,
I was just thinking that, like, even if they just see him walking around, even if he's not doing nothing, they just might get tired of looking at him.
Yeah, and you know how many people are gonna fucking be approaching him and asking him what he's gonna do about it?
Oh,
Yeah.
they would have sent all kinds of people at him just to see what, you know what I mean? For sure. Try to check its temperature on it.
Yep. And then
And the way,
like it kind of puts your ego on the spot, and even if you don't intend on getting even, you might say something stupid like "yeah."
yeah, they go back and say something, and you never really meant it. Like you said, saving face, and they wind up killing him over it.
Yeah, you know what the first thing that's gonna happen when if somebody would have said, "Yeah, I bumped into Bill Catullo," they're gonna ask him, "What did he say? Did he say anything about that? Did you ask him anything?"
Mm.
And those guys, they always give up the information to whoever it is that is holding any weight at the time. That's what most guys do in that life. They fucking, in order to be able to speak to the higher ups, they fucking start spilling out what's going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah, doing the gossip and shit, trying to get their ear.
Yeah.
Did they ever wind up figuring out like exactly who gave the order or who wound up killing him exactly? I know that the Dino guy and the other one cooperated for moving the body, but did they ever figure that out or no? Do you know or no?
Maybe it was, well, if it was them, maybe it was Tommy Shots. Wasn't he like in charge of that crew?
I don't know. I'm trying to. Well, it was during the war, so had to be one of fucking Persico's. The sides on Persico, because I think he was on the side with Scopo and them, wasn't he? He was
Oh,
going against like Greg Scarp and all them. They were on the opposing side, I believe. No. Oh
I
yeah, it
think
probably was
so.
Tommy Shots. I think you're right. Yeah, because I think Dino Saraceno, Clobber, and them were under Tommy Shots, right?
Yeah, right. That's why I'm assuming it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, I think you're right. And then I think Jackie DeRoss and somebody else wound up going away for the murder. I don't think Tommy Shots ever did, right?
No, he did time. They released him after a while. I remember
For
his.
his for Wild Bill's murder or for something
Yeah,
else though.
it was him and a few other guys that went down, and he did
Oh,
a
so
few
he did
years.
go away for that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I didn't know
remember him
that.
on the front page of the paper. Yeah,
Got you.
they found the body and all that, and
Well,
then
yeah. Then the weird thing is that the Colombo guy was Chris Colombo was trying to argue with him and telling him, "Well, how do you know that these guys actually killed your father? They're just a bunch of lying rats. How do you know that that's even true?" And Bill's like, "Oh, I know, I know." I'm just like, "What the fuck? The fuck is this guy talking about right now?"
Yeah, like fucking Jeff Nadeau said. How do you know fucking Joey Molino was the boss?
Oh
oh
yeah.
my god,
He said there's no proof that he was ever even a made member. He says no.
Yeah, that's
he
that
will tell
fucking.
Scarfo Jr. that.
That's
Right?
that bullshit. Like the other guy. What murder?
What
What murder?
murder?
He was the best guy around.
That was funny, but they found that guy. Did you see the
Yeah,
video they did with him?
Yeah, yeah.
Now that was crazy,
he
right?
looks so different now. Yeah,
Oh, he had a rough fucking 30 years, whatever the fuck it's been.
yeah. He still
Jesus.
sounds the same. He did it
Yeah, he
perfect.
did. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
funny. That was definitely funny. Who found that guy? Do you know who that was?
some podcaster. I don't know. I don't know if he's on Instagram or TikTok or some shit.
Yeah,
I
I
saw it
think
on Instagram.
they found him through Instagram. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Instagram. Yeah. Oh,
Well,
okay,
yeah.
that's
Whoever
funny.
whoever it was had an Instagram, and they had him come on their show.
Yeah, that's where I
Gotcha.
saw it. Yeah.
That's funny. I would have never thought to like fucking try to find out who that guy was or whatever, but I guess it's kind of funny though. A little infamous little soundbite.
Yeah, that's I guess that's the one of the good things about social media, like, is you have a chance to, like, see what people from like 30, 40 years ago are doing today.
It's definitely crazy. Stuff that
Yeah.
you would never be able to get back in the day. Oh, excuse me. Something you'd never be able to get back in the
Nope.
day. Damn, I drank this fucking drink too fast. Give me the fucking hiccups.
Jackie and Alley Boy got life, It was 100% Tommy Shots. I know Tommy Shots got free though, which I was shocked. They released his ass. I forgot for what. I guess he served his time. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, they, you know, if they didn't act, if they actually weren't, well, you know what? You don't know if they knew that fucking they. You don't know if Alley Boy Persico didn't know about it, or Jackie DeRoss didn't know about it. Maybe they didn't fucking weren't responsible for actually doing it, but they may have known about it.
Well, wasn't it because Wild Bill was powerful? They wanted to appease him. They made him underboss for a while, and then they didn't like the situation. They thought maybe he was thinking maybe he was going to take over.
Yeah,
You
they
know how
knocked him down the soldier.
Yeah, and then I guess after that what's after that shit.
Right, that's a fucking you know, the people in the administration gonna know about that hit if that's the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bill spoke about it. He said that, yeah, he was the underboss for a while, and then when the whole war faction shit started splitting, they knocked him down to soldier, and they thought oh, sorry, he was making like a big stink about being knocked down, but he said that his father really didn't care like that. He was just gonna do what was right by him
Like,
and the wife, you know?
yeah, like I don't really know much about it, but like, you know, why would Shots just take it upon himself to make his guys do that? Like, he might have got the okay from Alley Boy and Jackie DeRoss.
Yeah, he had to have.
Yeah, for
and,
that.
and nobody will know because, you know, Shots didn't cooperate, so it stopped there. The info.
Yeah, everything stopped pretty much with the two guys that cooperated that gave up the body that they moved over there in Brooklyn or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
they were able to give up Shots because he gave them the order, but
Yeah.
Shots didn't cooperate, so that's as far as it went. So you don't know, you know, who Shots spoke to, you know, who asked him
Right.
to kill Bill.
And that murder, I think, pretty much ended the Colombo War at that point, right? After that whole shit with Scarpa, that was the last murder I think that happened during that war. He was the last casualty, I believe.
Yeah, I guess, you know, the Persicos won at that point.
Yeah, well, that's when all that crazy shit happened with Scarpa and Mikey Flatten. He shot him in the face, and he fucking went out when he was on the ankle monitor there.
Yeah.
And they had called the house and shit because it was going off, and he made up some excuse. They believed him, and then he went out on a manhunt looking to kill these motherfuckers, dude. The guy was definitely a fucking sick bastard.
That Greg Scarpa was a fucking nut job.
Yeah, menace, dude, for sure. It's crazy too, that whole story about how he like got the AIDS and everything. That's pretty
Yeah.
fucking wild, man. When you think about it, you know? Got it from his own fucking guy there. Because he was paranoid about he didn't want to get black blood from the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
That's nuts, right?
Yeah, I guess maybe Karma got his ass.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, he's got to go down as one of the biggest scumbags ever, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, even like, you know, with all the sexual shit too, you know?
Oh, with Maz and
shit?
Yeah, like
yeah,
he was a fucking cuckold, yeah.
On top of everything else, then you hear like he knew his fucking one of his guys was banging his fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, and he was all about it. He figured that was less of a headache for him because he had like 3 different women or something he was juggling, I guess, you know? That's fucking weird. Like, that's the shit you get killed for in that life, though. Being a cuckold, you get killed for that.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't kill Mazza.
Yeah, that's a fucking weird situation because even if you don't fucking care about the fucking girl anymore, you're not gonna fucking be happy about fucking one of your friends fucking her.
No, well, the craziest thing too is that they only became friends because fucking he was nailing her because he was like the grocery delivery boy or something. He said that's how he even got around them. He was delivering groceries or something to the house. So it wasn't even like he was a street guy or fucking he grew up with none of these guys. Like, that's how they met, was through the wife and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Mazza knew who the fuck he was, I'm sure.
What's that?
I'm sure Mazza knew who the fuck he was for sure. I mean, you got to be nuts to fucking do
No,
that.
he said he didn't know who he was. He tells the story on there. He says that one day that the Linda chick, the wife or whatever, says that, you know, my husband's a businessman. He travels. He's out of town a lot. And then one day after they had the relationship going for a while, she said that the husband wanted to meet him and shit. And he says the first time he
Wow.
walked in the house, he said the first time that Scarpa walked in the house, he just kind of looked at him and was like, "Oh shit, this guy ain't no fucking doctor or traveling business, nothing. He's a gangster." He said, "I just took one look at the guy and I said, oh fuck." He said, "I thought he was gonna kill me, you know." But I guess he said after the fact that Scarpa pretty much, I don't know if the wife told him or he knew the whole time, and he just took him under his wing basically and said, "Make sure nobody finds out, because if they find out that, you know, you were fucking my wife, they're gonna kill the both of us."
Yeah, imagine like
You know,
I could picture
that's
him
crazy.
saying like calling Larry saying, yeah, pick me up at 8 o'clock, and him getting in the car and be like, "Yeah, you must have gave it to her good last night. She ain't breaking my balls."
Yeah.
And what happens when he gets tired of that, though, one day? He would have ended up killing Mazza to shut him up after that, once he
Well,
gets sick of it.
well, don't forget too. Here's the other thing that I'm surprised about. How is it that none of them had fucking AIDS either? Because he had HIV and AIDS for a while. That's what wound up killing his ass. How did he not give it to any of them and shit? Because I don't even think he knew he had it for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
maybe.
they're
Yeah,
lucky they didn't have that shit or catch it.
maybe.
Same thing with
Maybe.
Easy.
Maybe they weren't
Yeah.
sexually active at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, you know? It's strange, man. Definitely strange. His daughter seems like kind of a fucking kooky broad. You ever see the shit she was doing on the internet?
Yeah.
No, I
She
didn't
was,
see it. What was she doing?
oh man, she was posting all these like fucking, you know, seductive like videos and dancing and shit,
Yeah.
and with like all
Dancing.
these young, yeah, all these young dudes and shit like that all over and shit. It's fucking bizarre.
Very promiscuous.
Yeah. With like guys that were like, you know, 30 years younger than her type shit. Like the shit
Yeah,
these young chicks do on Instagram and fucking Twitter, whatever the fuck they do it on. It's bizarre.
yeah. Some
Definitely
people
bizarre.
they just can't let go.
Yeah. I'm surprised that, oh, did you guys see that Wahlberg there is doing a movie, they're filming the movie about him right now?
Yeah, I saw.
He's playing Greg Scarpa.
Yeah, I saw like a picture of it. Him dressed up like Scarpa. He kind of looks like Scarpa a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
I
saw
didn't
a
see it. How
picture
do
of him.
you Where'd you find that at? Where'd you see that at?
I think it was in the news. Like
Oh
behind
yeah?
the, yeah, they're filming in some city somewhere, and he's got the
Oh
glasses
shit.
on and the fucking hair, and he's got the
Yeah?
toothpick in his mouth. Yeah, with the leather jacket, walking around with the scowl on his face.
Can
Oh,
you pull it up or no?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let
I
me see.
wonder who's playing
Yeah, see.
Larry Mazza.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Well, isn't the movie just based on like when they sent him to Mississippi or something?
I'm not sure what the baseline is for, but I'm assuming yeah, it has to have something to do with that Mississippi burning shit with the Klan and all that.
Yeah,
That's a crazy story, just let alone just with that. The
yeah,
fact the
it is.
feds went down there, sent them down there on a fucking mission to find out who killed this guy or whatever, and he winds up torturing motherfuckers and shit.
Shit.
What a sick fuck! What a sick fuck! He like gets ingratiated with the Klan and then winds up killing them and solving the case or whatever. So they fucking leave him alone, and then he becomes a informant for the rest of his life for the feds and gets away with murder for like what 30, 40 years, something like that. That's pretty nutty.
Yeah, he's his story is it's even more fucking crazier than fucking Whitey Bulges.
I think so too. Yeah, for sure, definitely. I think a lot of people for the first time when they see the movie, they didn't even know about that shit. Because a lot of people probably seen the movie, but they didn't know like exactly, you know, who it was or what it was all about. You know.
Yeah, I don't
Hopefully,
know.
hopefully it'll be good. The movie will be good.
I feel like Mark Wahlberg's face is too babyish to be Greg Scarpa.
Yeah, Smoke's trying to pull up a picture of it. I want to
No,
see
I
the
got
Yeah,
it right
fucking.
here.
I'm looking
Oh,
at
you
it.
got it right there. Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
it. Let me see that. Let me see that.
that's the biggest
Can you
photo I
zoom
could
in a little
find.
bit? It's kind of small.
Yeah, nah, that's the biggest photo I could find. Let me see if hold on. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, let me see. Oh, I can zoom in a little bit. Let me see. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, nah, yeah. Scarpa was kind of a mean looking, ugly bastard type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
and
kind of too pretty. He's kind of like too pretty boyish to look to be him.
yeah, and his hair is too long.
Yeah, the hair's too
Yeah,
long. Yeah, it should be a little towards like slick back a
Yeah.
little bit.
He looks like he's doing Boogie Nights Part Two.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. That's
exactly. That's
funny.
what it
Yeah,
looks
that's
like.
what it does look like. Yeah, that's funny.
It might be. I
Yeah,
don't know if they got Larry Mazza in it. Shit.
yeah. He was one of the few gangsters that used to rock a fucking mustache too.
Well, they said the movie's a little bit woke because the black guy in that picture there, he's playing Larry Mazza.
That's funny.
Yeah, like what are these guys doing in the movie? I don't know. Oh, the civil rights shit down south. Okay, they gotta
Yeah,
go with that angle.
Linda was banging a black guy.
They gotta make it woke.
Yeah,
Fucking Hollywood.
that's funny. Who else was in the cast? Does it say who else was in the cast and shit or no?
Idris Elba and I don't know
Who the
whoever was
fuck
in
is
the
Idris
new.
Elba
You don't
portraying?
remember that guy?
I know who he is, but who the fuck is he portraying? Larry?
Michael Francis. I don't know.
That's funny. When is it supposed to get released? Does it have a release date at all or no?
Shit. Let's see.
I hope it's good, man, because a lot of these fucking movies they've been putting out, especially the mob movies, they've been terrible, man. They've been fucking horrible.
Well, the guy the actor on the left of him, the black actor on the left of him, is a good actor.
Oh yeah, no, I know for sure, yeah. That's Omar fucking what the hell's his name? Omar Epps or something? Is that Omar Epps?
Omar
No, I'm
Epps.
talking about the other guy.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Where is it? Let me see. Oh, he took it off.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can't see it,
no, I'm
no.
looking for the release date of this fucking movie. Looks like it's gonna be woke. It's gonna be more focused on the civil rights movement in 1966 Mississippi.
Right.
We'll see Scarpa teaming up with a young black FBI agent to investigate the murders of civil rights leaders.
So they're basically just
Yeah,
remaking Mississippi Burning, the original movie?
yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna make him a
that's not
superhero.
true. He wasn't dealing with a black FBI guy.
Well, they got to make it woke.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about the Mississippi case. He was working with Linda Vecchio in New York, but when he was in Mississippi, maybe that guy was black because they were investigating a racially motivated homicide by the Klan.
It's
Yeah.
in
So
development.
that guy down there might have been black, the one in Mississippi. You know what I mean? Huh?
Maybe, yeah. I
What the
don't
hell
know.
kind of
I don't.
picture is this, bro? Can you see this shit right now?
No, what is it?
I looked
That
up like
tiny ass shit in the suit?
yeah, it's Mark
I can barely
Wahlberg,
see it.
and then it looks like Linda Scarpa bent over in front of him. I don't fucking understand.
For real?
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
shit.
understand.
Oh shit, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
see, yeah.
fucking weird.
the, fuck,
That's funny. What the hell? That's
the
bizarre.
fuck? It's
Well,
got no release date.
if
Yeah,
they're filming now, I'm assuming probably by the end of the year or something like because they've been filming it for a while, at least a couple of
yeah.
months. I heard
Or
about it a
early
while
next
ago.
year, this year, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's
either end of the
really
year coming up, man.
no special effects really to work on.
I'll be
Yeah,
disappointed. I feel like you can't do a movie on Greg Scarpa and just talk about the shit in Mississippi. I mean, this guy was involved in fucking what, 2, 3 different fucking Colombo wars, like all the fucking shit that he was in, the Mazda shit. I mean, fuck. That's the only thing I hate about like these movies, like these biopics, whatever you want to call them, like the biography type movies. Like
yeah.
you can't how the fuck can you put a guy like, Greg Scarpa or John Gotti or, Carlo Gambino, Nicky Scarpa, 30, 40 years in the streets into a, 2-hour movie. Like
Right.
you could just never do it justice. You know what I'm saying?
You got to make a series out of it.
Yeah, you got to do like a mini series. Like I feel like on Netflix, like when they did like the Narco series, they got to do something like that on these guys to
Yeah.
make it fucking good. You know what I mean? You can't chalk these guys' lives up into a fucking hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours. That's just a
What about 3 hours?
injustice, you know.
What about 3 hour
I'm
movie like The Godfather?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it's done like right, but I mean it's just 30, 40 years in the streets then to a fucking 2-hour movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
there was a part 1 and a part 2 of The Godfather.
So we're talking about 6. Yeah. So yeah.
The first one was basically the present day, and then the second one goes back through the history.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a once in a lifetime movie. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess they
Yeah.
just did it right. Maybe I guess if somebody did it right, they were able to like really
In the right era too.
Yeah, I guess if they did it right, they could probably get away with it if it's really, really good. But
We need a Scarfo movie, man. 3 hours long. I think they could do it.
yeah, see,
Maybe.
I don't know why they haven't tried to do a movie on him. That
It's
that would
got
be a good
everything,
fucking
you know.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
Scarface is definitely interesting. I mean, they
Yeah,
did movies about fake shit like this. That fucking asshole that claims he killed Jimmy Hoffa there, the Netflix one they did with De Niro and the fuck is the name of that
That's
shit?
another thing. They always focus like on
That shit
Irish
was
guys.
garbage.
Every mob movie for the past like 20 years has been about Irish guys or something. I don't know.
or they'll
Yeah,
always have an Irish guy in it.
Or yeah, all the actors are Irish or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. No
Well,
offense. I'm just saying.
throughout history, Irish guys and Italian guys, did
yeah,
shit
side by
together.
side. Yeah,
I
and
know,
probably
but
like the most notorious non-made gangsters were mostly the Irish guys, besides maybe a couple of the Jewish
yeah,
guys.
but you
But
got the Departed, Black Mass, then you got fucking the Irishman. I mean, it's like, come
oh yeah,
on,
that
man.
was the Irishman. Yeah, yeah.
Give us a fucking Scarfo movie. Give us a real John Gotti movie. We got a John Gotti movie. It was fucking what's his name? John Travolta is fucking like a cartoon character. Like, come on, man. Very
Yeah.
disappointed. And they killed the
What
mob genre. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new one that they're doing with Armand Asante, supposedly the prequel or whatever, to Gotti towards the end of his life or whatever? What do you guys think about that coming
I
out?
ain't heard nothing about it. I heard about that years ago. I ain't heard nothing about it. That shit ain't coming out.
I think fucking Armand Sante's too old now to do any fucking
What, to
any
play himself?
any
Yeah.
type of quill.
Yeah.
What they didn't start actually filming that. I heard that. I thought they were already in filming.
Who knows?
I swear that I thought I saw that somewhere. Am I wrong? Maybe I misheard it then.
Who was filming? HBO?
I don't know who's doing it, but I thought I seen Armand Asante talking about how they were already starting to do it. I could
If
be
it's
mistaken though.
if it's one of the assholes in that family, then you won't see that movie for at least 10 years, 15 years, just like the other movie.
Oh no, I wouldn't take their word for it. No, no, no.
That Gotti crap came out in 2018. That shit was in production for like 10 years, going through actors. Lindsay
But
Lohan
they
was
kept
supposed to be in it.
they
Yeah.
kept like fucking up the money and then the
Yeah.
directors and the budget or something. They kept getting all fucked up. Yeah.
So if they're in control, you ain't gonna see that shit for a while.
Well, at least in the Gotti movie, they didn't have Mickey Rourke play Angel.
Yeah.
And did we ever get
uh,
Witsec Mafia? We never even
well,
got
that's
Witsec Mafia, did we? Did they
That
put
no,
out
that
Witsec
that
Mafia?
fucking
ain't
No, right?
that's coming out in 2039. It's got a new release date. Hold your
yeah.
breath. I didn't think that Gotti movie was like that bad though. You know what I mean? I thought Travolta, like, I don't think he was the best like person to play him or not, but he
Really?
did kind of look like him. Like, I didn't think it was terrible. I mean,
I
the
thought
plot,
that was
the
yeah.
the storyline and shit sucked because a lot of it we knew was bullshit. But I didn't think it was like that bad.
I thought that
I
was
don't
the
think it was
worst movie
great,
I ever
but
saw of any
Which one?
genre.
the
The,
Gotti movie, the one that Travolta did,
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't fucking.
the music fucked it up for me.
Every time I see Travolta, I think of Danny Zuko or fucking Barbarino.
Yeah, he was a terrible choice for to play Gotti. I don't know what they were
he
thinking.
looked like him a little bit when they
He
dolled him up, but he looked like a cartoon. I don't know.
Well, that's well, that's what I was saying. He did kind of look like him and shit, but he can't pull off a gangster like that. The accent was so fake and shit. You know what I mean? It was terrible.
Yeah.
He was
And
trying
the
too
whole
hard,
thing was
but
bad. The script was bad. The way they cut scenes, it was horribly put together. Like some fucking college fucking graduate did it. I don't know. The
It just
music.
seemed it
I
seemed
didn't think it was that bad.
rushed.
But
It seemed
Oh
rushed.
oh, it
yeah,
definitely was. Yeah, they definitely for sure. It definitely was. Yeah.
I didn't like the kid they made play Junior.
yeah. That was a bad choice with his
Well,
ponytail and shit.
what about the guy that played fucking Quack Quack, the ball guy looking fucking nothing like any
Oh, that guy.
whoever did like the casting where they picked the guys to play the character, the fucking horrible. That's the one thing I will say. The casting was fucking
No,
terrible, man.
that guy. He was from Deadwood, the Angelo Ruggiero
Yeah,
character. I said a lot of things that could get a lot of people in a lot of trouble. Remember that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo,
What a-
horrible,
what a,
horrible.
what about the guy that played Willie Boy? That was like a Irish German guy with red hair or something, trying to play like a fucking Native American dude. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Like, what
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
That was bad.
Just bad, man. It was bad, bro. The acting, the
Yeah, and then
music, the
what kind of
script.
fucking the kid who played John Jr. What kind of haircut was that to have? John
Like
Jr. never had a haircut like that.
a ponytail, half shaved off from the fucking.
That was the
He had like a mohawk ponytail.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. What was that kid's name though? He's been in a lot of shit though. I forget his fucking name or whatever. But he was definitely too much of a pretty boy though to be fucking Junior. You know, not like
Right,
that
that's what I'm
motherfucker.
saying. Like,
And he had blonde hair too, didn't he?
he seemed too fucking. I don't know. It just didn't fit the role.
He was like a pretty boy.
No. Yeah. Like Metro.
Very Metro, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Yeah.
the directing was bad too, man. It's just horrible, man. That was the worst shit I
Well,
ever saw.
what's his name from the fucking HBO show did that there? The whatchamacallit? Connolly. What show were they in? It begins with an E. I always forget the name of it.
Oh, Entourage you talking about? That bullshit?
Yeah, Entourage. Yeah, my bad. Entourage. Yeah, I always forget the name of it for some reason. Yeah, Entourage. That was who directed that shit though.
Yeah, but that was his first movie. He's not a director. He was some bullshit actor. You know.
Yeah,
I didn't even like that show.
I didn't watch it like that. I seen a couple episodes, but I never got into it. Some people love that shit though.
But what made Entourage was the fucking cast.
Yeah, true. That was basically about Wahlberg, right? About his life, basically, right? That was loosely based on Mark Wahlberg, I believe.
Loosely based, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say, anyways.
Him and his buddies, yeah.
Yeah, and his brother Donnie and shit, yeah.
Even though there was supposed to be like 3 guys from Queens Boulevard or some shit, but
Yeah. Crazy.
I feel like whoever does anything to have to do with Gotti in the future, they only have one more shot at it.
One more. It's got to be dark and gritty.
It better be good. It better be fucking good.
You can't have the family involved, unfortunately. You got to just let Hollywood just do their thing, man, and let them do it with their vision, you know?
Yeah, that was a big mistake they made, I believe.
They got too much control over the shit.
Control over shit, yeah. They just need to step aside and let them do the fucking thing, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because Mickey says that was the best Gotti movie ever made because it was 90% accurate.
Yeah. Their version.
Yeah, their version of accurate, yeah.
Yeah, Travolta's got to go over there and he's got to go over there and kiss ass just to, you know, smooth things over. Yeah. To get the role. And he does a shit job, you know. Just, you know, I don't know. It could be done so good, you know. But
I mean, there's so many other people that they could have got to play him that would have been better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. At least get somebody from New York that's actually got a New York accent. You know what I mean? Like, they could have at least done that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They need an unknown. That's what they need. An unknown guy that looks like him.
That's a good point.
They were on the right track when they fucking started talking about like Pesci and other people that were going to be in it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he would have been better pulling off Quack Quack. Yeah.
Yeah,
even though he was short, but
yeah, like even though like you know, Pesci, De Niro, they're all been in all of the fucking
gangster movies,
but at least it would have been better than Travolta.
Yeah, I don't know what the final decision was for that one. I wonder what I know. I'm pretty sure that they lost like 50-something million trying to do the movie or whatever. But the box office sales, I think, were like the worst fucking ever. I know that for sure. It was something fucking really bad.
I saw it in the theaters. People were laughing about, like, are they really fucking serious right now? Like with some of these scenes, like people were laughing. Like nobody took nothing serious. It was a joke, man.
I don't even remember the music that they played in that.
It was a soundtrack by Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull was in
fucking 4th of July celebrations in '84 with Pitbull.
Hey, yeah, with Pitbull. Yeah,
dale.
That was the fucking part. That was the part to me that was cringe. I was like, who fucking did this, dude? Yeah, pretty much.
And the intro, they had Sammy the Bull. I mean, Sammy the Bull. Pitbull on the intro, and he said, "And that cocksucker Sammy the Bull." Remember that fucking song?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cringe music, man. Very cringe.
Yeah, it was cringe. I don't know what they were thinking with that. That was the part I didn't. I thought that was terrible. It was the music, the soundtrack for it.
Horrible. You killed the movie right there. You just killed the whole tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
And then he's breaking out of jail to kill somebody.
Oh, I was just gonna say the murder they did in the hotel or something.
That might have really happened. I read about that a long time ago in some book. The fucking guards just to let him out.
Yeah, I heard he was getting furloughs for dentist thing, but he says that he was cleaning up something from the McBratney hit or whatever. Like, what did you need to clean up? You got a fucking sweetheart deal. You got fucking 2 years for killing a fucking guy. What did you need to clean up? There's like no context to who the guy was he allegedly killed or anything
That
like
was
that either.
bullshit. There was another reason why he did that. It probably had nothing to do with that. It's probably another reason. But
Yeah, I don't know.
that movie was bullshit, bro. The first one
Yeah.
was a classic. And that's
The
even
Santos one?
borderline bullshit. Yeah, that's even borderline bullshit. You know?
Yeah, I didn't even like the first one when it came out either, but I like it better than the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was decent though, like the Armando Sante one. At least he pulled off the character and shit. I mean, I don't know the guy personally, but I mean, way better choice than Travolta fucking was for that shit. You know?
Whoever directed that movie, American Gangster with Denzel, whoever directed that shit, that's the guy who needs to do the Gotti movie. That guy, and maybe the Scarfo movie too.
I just feel like fucking Armand Asante has always been like a low budget
A
actor.
low budget actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, who do you think? Who would you get to play Scarfo?
I would have got what's his name. It's too late now, but fuck, what was his name? He's a singer. Fuck, he was in The Sopranos too.
Tony Bennett?
About Steve
Tony Bennett?
Buscemi. Steve Buscemi.
Not Steve. No.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You need a
Wait.
lunatic, yeah, but Buscemi will pull it off. You need a real
Frankie
maniac
Valli.
like him.
Frankie Valli.
Oh, Frankie Valli.
He would
Yeah.
he would have to use the eyes he used in the Adam Sandler shows.
Yeah. Bulging out of his head and shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Did you guys ever see? I saw it on Broadway and shit. You guys ever seen Jersey Boy, the Frankie Valli thing there, Jersey Boy?
Jersey Boys. I heard this
The
bullshit.
Broadway play. It's
I
like the
heard
story
that,
of his
yeah.
life and shit. Oh, it was really good, man.
Yeah,
I brought my wife there. Oh yeah, it's good. It's really good. If anybody ever gets a chance, I don't know if it's still running. It's been running for years and years. I saw it probably like shit, fucking 10, 15 years ago now. In New York or whatever. We got dinner at the Gallagher's, the steakhouse over there, and then we went and watched the Jersey Boy shit, and it was good, man. I liked it. I was surprised. I didn't think I was gonna be into, Broadway play and shit or nothing like that, but it was actually fucking pretty good. They do a good job. Definitely interesting. Seen the one Tyson did when he was doing the undisputed shit he was doing. I saw him in thing. You never been down there, Smoke?
I mean, I've been around there. I don't know if I've ever seen a Broadway play. I've been to Radio City Music Hall as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever get time, man, you gotta check it out. Yeah, they got good shows over there, believe it or not.
Yeah, that shit's expensive, man. What are they, like $300 a ticket?
I don't even know what I paid for it. Probably. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I don't think it was anything like crazy though, but a couple $100 maybe. Yeah. Something like that.
Shit.
It was good though.
Oh,
You
hold on.
ever seen anything over there? I don't know.
Where?
Broadway? Any of the
Oh,
shits over
on
there?
Broadway?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no? Really? Oh no shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fucking pretty good, man. I've been to like probably 3 or 4 of them and shit, but I forget. I might have even gotten fucking tickets from somebody for that now that I'm thinking about it. I don't fucking remember, dude.
I've been to Westbury one day. I think the last time I was there we saw Tony Bennett.
Oh yeah, he's good. He was doing the shit with Lady Gaga for a while, that like tour they were on.
Yeah.
I bought my mom was still. I bought her tickets for her birthday to that. They had it at the Oakdale in fucking Wallingford over here. Her and my grandma and aunt and shit went over there. They fucking loved it. They were like, that was the best ever. They said he was great. He's still alive, right? He's got to be like close to 100, no?
Tony Bennett? Didn't he pass away?
Oh, he did pass away?
Let me see.
I don't know. When they went, though, I think he was like, 96, 97 years old, and he was still doing tours and shit like that. It was pretty impressive.
Well,
They said he was good, too. Yeah, they said he was good, too.
Let's see.
What was it, a show that you went to, too, with Tony Bennett?
Yeah, me, Ronnie One Arm, and a few other guys.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my mom the tickets, but I didn't. She wanted to going with my aunt, my grandma and shit, so I didn't get to see it, but they said it was good.
Yeah, he passed away 2023, July 21st.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. R.I.P. Tony Bennett. Then I didn't know he passed away. I knew he was up there in age, but I didn't know he passed away. That's terrible. He was about what, like fucking almost 100, right?
Yeah, almost. Let's see, 96.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
He's in Calvary Cemetery, Queens.
And
Queens.
for the most part, he was healthy. Wasn't
Oh
like
yeah, yeah. He was still active all the way to the end.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. He had a good fucking good run. Lived to be 100. Shit. I was watching an interview. I don't know. You guys ever see them? They pop up on fucking YouTube sometimes, like the recommended videos. They got this guy that does like interview like old people and shit that are all like, 100 plus,
I
and
think I
he
might have
asks them
seen
for
this.
like,
Yeah.
life advice and shit like that, or stuff they gotta say. It's pretty interesting. Fucking
Those are the people to ask. They've seen everything.
yeah. Yes, he goes around and he does interviews like all over the place with all these people that are like, 100 plus years old and just talks to them and asks them about life advice and, shit like that. It's pretty interesting. And one guy was saying basically that it was I think he was 112, I think. He was like one of the oldest people on earth, like 112. And they were asking him, what he thinks about life, this and that. He said he feels like he got cursed living so long. He's like everybody he knows has fucking been dead for fucking 40, 50 years. His wife was gone for like 20 something. His kids were dead. He said it was like a curse. I was like, Jesus,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
you
Yeah, I
know?
guess you see everybody else die before you.
Yeah. Yeah, there was another guy. He interviewed in I think it was I want to say it was Peru or Chile, somewhere in South America. They believe the guy was 115 years old, something like that. They don't know for sure because he's so old back then they didn't even have anything fucking like really records or nothing like that. But there was people in like the village that he was from that are in their, 80s and 90s and shit, and they said that this guy was old when they were little, you know? So he
Right.
was definitely fucking really, really fucking old. But I guess his wife had died in her late 70s, early 80s, and he walks like 3 or 4 miles every day to the cemetery since the day she died, every single morning to go see her. And he says, I've been waiting fucking 40 years to fucking die, and I'm still around. I was like, Jesus, that's fucking crazy. And he could still see, he was still walking, still, cooking, working, everything, man. He still had all his faculties with him. It was pretty crazy, but like 115, 116, something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, you
He
can
he
see it. It's on YouTube. It's a
yeah,
YouTube
he
fucking
he lived
thing I
through
seen.
fucking horse and buggy.
Jesus.
Oh, everything. Yeah, all the world wars. Think about that.
Yeah.
He was old enough to remember probably fucking World War One. I don't know when. I don't know when the thing was filmed or whatever. So I'm not sure. What year that was, but it was probably within the last like 10 years or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think the guy was born in like the late 1800s. It's fucking
Social
wild.
Social Security definitely lost money on him.
Oh yeah, they lost out big time. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty interesting and shit, listening to them talk and shit they say, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I could just imagine.
Definitely
I think back at
interesting.
all the old guys I used to speak to when I was a kid, and
Uh,
they were all right,
all of them.
all of
Yep.
them.
Make you like kick yourself in the ass, man. Like I was getting that advice when I was fucking 15, 20 and
Yeah,
shit. I didn't listen.
yeah,
They were all fucking right.
yeah,
Kicking yourself in the ass for it now.
yep,
Like fuck me. The worst thing to do is have to turn around and tell your parents like, oh yeah, by the way, you were right. You know?
yep. I
Like
remember
fuck. Oops.
JoJo's father used to tell me,
Oh yeah?
go get a job. Oh, and then when he realized I wasn't gonna go get a job, he'd be like, go stop buying real estate. And the fucking houses were only like 80,000 at the time.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they're like fucking 600 now.
Yeah.
Shit.
In New York? Hell yeah.
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 Shit.
Kick yourself in the ass, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I got so many good pieces of fucking advice, man. I wish I fucking took even if I took a quarter of them and shit. Fucking Jesus, things would be a lot different, you know.
Yeah, even back then. I mean, he was telling me that there's fucking the life is done for.
What was his father like?
Joe's father?
Yeah.
He was a serious guy. He smoked his cigars, quiet for the most part. Um,
What was he into?
I don't. He wasn't, deep into it like his sons, but I'm sure he dabbled it because his brothers like he had a brother named Cowboy. He was a numbers guy.
Uh,
You know, well, I think his other brother was a numbers guy as well. Yeah, there was Lefty, Dominic, Cowboy, and I believe that was it.
did they have any sons and shit too, the brothers or anything that were around or no? Or was it just Nikki and JoJo?
Um, no, the other brothers, no,
Yeah.
they didn't.
No,
They
just
didn't.
them.
No.
Oh,
Matter of
okay.
fact, Dominic's son was, you know, like a head for like homeless, like crazy fucking guy.
Really?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
shit.
He used to fucking come around the club and fucking JoJo used to yell at him, Get the fuck out of here."
Oh yeah. What was he like? Schizophrenic type crazy?
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. That's a lot of that. Most of the people that are, homeless and shit like that all suffer from some type of mental fucking illness, you know?
And Cowboy didn't have any kids.
No?
No.
Mm. Nikki's what, like 80, late 80s, right?
Yeah.
Middle 80s, something
No,
like
no.
that?
Yeah, middle 80s.
Middle 80s, yeah. He's still in relatively good health though, Nikki.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you can say JoJo, lived a pretty long life, but I would have expected him to live longer because he took care of himself for the most part.
Yeah, well that's the unfortunate thing is that you can do everything right and still you don't know when your number gets called, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Some people think they're living healthy as a horse. They want to die when they're in their fucking 40s from some weird shit that they get, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're working on there was some fucking thing that I saw. It was on like I forget what they're calling it. Some type of like biogenetics thing or something. They've been working on it for a while, but they're trying to like narrow down and figure out the genes that like, control aging and shit like that to try to like reverse them and stuff like that. I guess they've been making some progress on it and shit. And they're saying within like the next 10 years they'll be able to, figure a lot of it out. Maybe be able to add like 20, 30 years on the people's lifespans. I don't know fucking
Yeah. Well, they already able to like, these people that have hereditary diseases.
mm,
I watched a documentary. They can actually go into the fucking, you know, the the the
DNA.
egg of the DNA of the baby, the egg or whatever, and
Yep.
take out that gene that causes
Yeah.
that fucking illness.
Yeah, they can, yeah. Isn't that
They
crazy?
they can control. They can fucking determine. Control your
Eye
eye color,
color.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
your
eye
fat,
color, the sex. Oh, it's crazy.
the fat gene. You'll be fit. Yeah,
Really? They have that now too?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Everything is all in the fucking genes.
Yeah, everything, yeah. It's all in the code.
Yeah,
It's all the code. It's like computer code basically. And
color
as
of the
soon
hair.
as yeah, see, I don't know, like I know for instance, family members that want to have, they got girls or they want to have a boy or they got boys that want to have a girl and they're like, "Oh, we can pick out our sex now, like what color hair they have, this and that." I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, man. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
was
you're
just thinking, do you want
playing
to play with
fucking
that?
God and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's just I don't know. I feel like that's like kind of wrong in a way, but at the same time, it's kind of like weird too. Like I don't know. That's just me though. I don't know if I'd want to fucking mess around and fuck around and find out, so to speak. But
Yeah,
I guess I could see if it was like a genetic, like a hereditary defect or whatever, to want to know if the kid's gonna be born with, mental problems or I don't know, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Down syndrome, shit like that. But in regards to like hair color and shit, I don't know.
They're gonna be
What do
able
you
to
guys
prevent
think?
that
Would you
now
do
too.
it?
I mean, if
I
they're
don't know if
telling
I'd
you,
want to do. I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Yeah, I I would just want them to remove the genes for the diseases and shit like that. As far as hair color and I don't care about that.
yeah,
Yeah, just as long as they're healthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
no, but Down syndrome now they're gonna be able to prevent that, so that's a good thing, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they can do that now. Yeah, it's trisomy 23 is the name of the fucking disease or condition with the fused chromosome or whatever. But it I don't know.
But
I don't know.
the anti-aging shit, I heard that it's gonna be only for the rich. It's gonna be about 250 grand a pop or some shit, something like
Well,
that.
everything's gonna start off like that. But it is as soon as other people find out what the process is and everything like that, you're gonna have these people that do like, ass injections at hotels down in like Atlanta somewhere, fucking dishing out
Yeah,
a side hustle for 20 grand and will fucking splice you up and cut this shit off. You know what I mean? Who the fuck knows?
they're looking
Yeah.
to live for like 200 years, hopefully, with this pill coming out.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what they say. Yeah. They're saying right now it's at least like around 20, 30 years, but it could be more obviously, but I don't know.
And it's just a pill?
Well, yeah, all these billionaires are developing it. They're funding it or some
Yeah, they're
shit with the
working. They're
research.
working on it. It's like a research project right now still, yeah. But
Yeah.
they kind of know which DNA and which, spots inside the code in your body are basically that control all that stuff. And it's
Hmm.
able to basically, slow it down and reverse it basically or, stop the process from speeding up so quickly. Basically just
Uh,
slowing it down.
and they got that CRISPR shit now too, where they just
The what?
splice everything. You ever heard of CRISPR?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where they splice everything and they just basically fuck, create what they want with the DNA, the genetic code.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why it goes back to, people thought the guy was crazy when uh that guy Sitchin or whatever, he's the one that came up with the Anunnaki theory with the aliens and they came over here
Oh,
and
that
played with
guy.
the DNA of primates. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alexander Sitchin was his name. Yeah, he's the one that spoke all about, how the aliens came down here and messed with the, primate DNA in order to create humans to mine gold for them because they needed gold for their atmosphere back on their planet or whatever. But that all the stuff that they're doing now, they thought this guy was crazy before, but now that's literally what they're fucking trying to do do right now to us is to go in there and alter the genetic code and the genes and shit like that by, playing with them, which is basically what he said that they did before, and everybody thinks it's
Well,
kind of
well,
crazy, but I don't know.
well. If anybody finds out where they manufacture that pill, let me know.
We'll knock that shit off quick.
We'll go rob them.
Yeah, I cut a fucking hole right through the roof. Shit,
That might piss a lot of
imagine that.
people off around the world. A lot of people might riot and go ape shit over that. It's only for the
Oh,
rich to afford.
people will be getting murdered for that. There'll be countries
Yeah.
getting fucking taken over to figure that shit out. Forget it. Fucking ridiculous. Forget about it. You got a pill that can add 100 years to somebody's life. Somebody's gonna die over that shit. A
Like all
lot
the
of people.
dictators, like you'll have Kim Jong Un and fucking Putin for fucking 200
Oh my.
years.
Oh
Could you
shit!
imagine? Could you imagine that? It's funny, right? But when you think about it, like, they think people don't really live that long or whatever. But could you imagine, like you said, if some of these assholes lived to be fucking 200, the kind of chaos and shit that they could cause?
Yeah.
Look at what they did in 30 years of being in control. Give them another 100 and imagine what these
Oh shit!
motherfuckers would do. You know what I mean?
Imagine all the fucking non-Trump supporters. They'll go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine that shit?
Trump
But
for
it's great.
200 years, that'd be nice.
Yeah. But it's crazy though, but when you think about it and shit, you know what I mean? Because look at what somebody's able to accomplish in 30 or 40 years of their, time and work. You can add another 100 to that. I mean, holy shit. That'll be, but you have to remember too, this is the weird thing, right? Is that according to, the Bible and shit, when God first made humans, people were able to live to be, 1,000 years. And it wasn't until people became evil and started, committing sin and shit like that, where after the flood, people only live to be 150 now max. You know what I mean? And it makes you wonder, like, That kind of fucking makes sense. But when you think about it, you know,
Like
I don't
from
know.
committing sins.
Yeah, because the longer people are around for, the more likely they are to have a longer time to commit heinous fucking acts and violent acts and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, before the fall of man, before all that, people were able to live before the flood to be, 1,000 years supposedly, shit like that. And then afterwards, when they believed the earth was, wiped out after the flood and everything to restart civilization, people were then capped at living no more than 150.
Imagine being able to live for 1,000 years.
It's kind of crazy though, right? Imagine
Yeah.
that. How
If you
much shit
could,
you would see and you would go through in 1,000 fucking years, man.
as long as
Shit.
you stop aging, though, like if you could stay maybe 40, 50, or 30 for your whole life for 1,000 years, that's all right. But if you start aging and shit, I don't want to be 80 years old for fucking 1,000 years and shit. Fucking
Well, that's what the thing
Yeah.
is. I'm,
So
I'm assuming, like, if you live to be 1,000, like, for instance, it'd be a portion of, when you get up to quote unquote 18 as an adult or whatever, that 20 years would be equivalent to probably 100. Then the
yeah,
next your 30s would be another 100. Now you're 300.
that's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? That'd be
20
fucking
for 100
pretty,
years.
pretty nuts,
Shit.
right?
Yeah.
But I think there's a reason why people don't live that long, because imagine the shit that would fucking happen if people lived fucking that long. I mean, you want to talk about chaos? That'd be chaos. I think
yeah.
For certain
a lot of
people,
chaos.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there'd be no room for
Well,
civilization because
that's the other thing.
it's just a natural
Overpopulation. Yeah.
order of things. That's just how nature is, man. It's a
Yep.
natural order of things. You got to
No,
make
that's
way for
true.
the new stuff. The rain comes and washes away, and
Yeah.
everything's new. Yeah,
Then they'll have to start limiting fucking children.
yeah, for sure.
Well, for a long time that they did that in China. If your first child was a boy, they didn't allow you to have a second. But if your first child was a girl and you were gonna have a next child, as long as it was a boy, they let you keep it. Otherwise, they terminate it.
Well,
And it
that
was like that for a
backfired
long
on them.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah. But it was like that for a long time out there.
they fucked over. They fucked over their male population now. Now there's not enough women for them
Well, there's
to
actually,
mate with.
well, yeah, that's the other thing. But believe it or not, like, they say obviously if you have two choices based on math, it would be a 50-50 possibility you would have a boy or a girl or whatever, but it's not like that. The world actually produces far more amount of females than it does males.
Yeah, which
The
makes
males
sense.
are always outnumbered by the females, yeah.
They
Yeah,
fucked up the
I
balance
guess
of that.
they'll have to raise the limit of how many wives you can have
Yeah. Well, that's why back in the day,
Shit.
yeah, look at the Middle Eastern countries and Islamic or old countries and shit. All those guys, believed in polygamy and multiple wives and shit like that. They all had them. All
I
the
don't
rulers, the kings, the people, they all had multiple
I
wives.
don't think I could fucking deal with more than one wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could you imagine, man, having to deal with fucking one every week or something?
Yeah,
Shit.
some of them got like 7, 10.
Yeah. You ever watch that weirdo on that used to have that TV show? It was like they were like the Mormons or whatever out there that do that polygamy shit. And the guy was married to all them sisters. He had like 7 sisters and he was married to all of them. They all fucking
Jesus.
fucked this guy. You never seen that shit?
Yeah, he used to share
It-
sleep with a different one every night.
yeah, he had one for every day of the week, but they were all sisters. It was called like Sister Wife or something like that. Some shit.
Sister
And
wife.
yeah, and they were on TV for a long time on
Sick
one of them fucking
fucks.
channels. Yeah, but recently the bitches got into a fucking fight or whatever, and half of them wanted to get divorced from the guy, and 2 of them kept him or something. It was nutty, man.
That's
You
how
got
it
to see that
goes.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called
Shit.
Sister Wife or something, or Sister Wives, something like that. It's blonde
Sister
haired.
wives.
Yeah, it's like this blonde guy with long blonde hair and shit. I think they were like the Mormons or whatever. That's the people out there that do that, right? With the marriage with multiple marriages, the Mormons, right?
I don't know. Fuck. I'm trying to think. Maybe.
Well,
I keep thinking about the Amish Mafia. But
I guess, I
Amish
guess,
Mafia.
I guess in that situation, like, if they all want to fucking do it, why,
No, yeah, they were all there willingly. That's for sure. They were all sharing that motherfucker. But I guess he was like a real big scumbag, those, like real controlling and fucking manipulative and shit or whatever. Well, at least that's what these bitches were saying. I seen it on here on fucking YouTube. They had like a big interview that they did on one of these fucking like 60-minute type things or whatever. I didn't see the show, but I know a little bit about the story and whatnot. I think there was like 7. I want to say there was like 6 or 7 of them. I don't remember exactly, but
Jesus.
yeah, and they were all fucking related. They were all sisters. Talk about fucking weird. That's weird to me. Some fucking strange shit.
Mormon boy.
And that's fucking hard work trying to keep fucking all of those wives happy.
Shit. Where do you find the time? 10? 7? 6? How many fucking people? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fucking set the alarm clock and do like a half a night. You know, like well, one, and then the alarm clock goes off. You go sleep with the other one.
And then they're in barns too, doing fucking work, welding shit. Like, what the fuck? Where do you get all this time from? Shit. What happened to common sense? Motherfucker. I guess we lost common.
I like that avatar he's got there.
The glasses in the book. What is it? A book?
I don't know. I guess it's a book, but it looks like a box in a way.
I never even really looked at it. Let me see. Yeah, it's a box.
It's not a book, it's a box.
It's an intelligent box. It's got glasses. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's a box.
I'm smart.
I'm
I'm
smart.
smart.
There he is.
I'm smart. Oh, I thought you heard me. I said I had to go to the bathroom real quick.
No, oh, my bad. No.
Oh, my fault. I might have hit the fucking mic button before I said it then. My bad.
Oh.
I thought you
Then you
heard me.
need 7. Yeah, and then you got the 7 wives, and then you need 7 gumas. Yeah.
Yeah. And if they come
7
out with that
gumadas.
fucking pill, then fucking that guy fucking Columbo's gonna have more time to abuse fucking Bill.
He's gonna abuse them for another 50 years.
Bill will be like, oh, I
For
gotta live with
eternity.
this shit another fucking 30 years.
He's really gonna cry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really gonna have something to be mad about. Yeah. Well, what's his name? But he was saying on the show, if you listen to it, he says that his work on this planet is almost done or something, and he's ready to fucking go home. Oh, he was talking about some weird shit, man.
Who? Bill?
The Columbo guy.
Oh,
No, the
Columbo
Columbo
guy?
guy. He thinks
Yeah.
he's some like fucking messenger for God or something.
Yeah,
I think
he's a
this guy-
prophet.
I think yeah, I think he's like a fucking prophet. I think he's out of his mind, this guy.
That's
But
how he
honestly,
was talking, actually. I was trying to figure out, like, you know.
no, he's out of his
So,
mind. The guy thinks he's the Messiah or something, dude. Like he's come down here to free all
that's
the
exactly
fucking
how he
government
was.
informants or
Yeah,
something.
he talks to
like,
dead people.
He was
he talks to
pontificating over there.
yeah. Fucking Socrates, the Socrates of the mob over here, fucking this jerk off. And the guy's a fucking, I think he's a clown, personally. I don't know who the fuck this guy thinks he is, but I never even heard of him before he come on here, to be honest with you. Did you guys
Personally-
ever hear about him?
Yeah.
I've heard about, like him, but like not in the street, but just like doing some fucking interview or something.
I think he was on the Do. He did an interview in the Do like maybe a year ago or something,
No, of course he did.
and it was pretty good. I actually tuned in for that one, and
Oh yeah?
yeah, but I didn't, realize who the fuck he was or whatever. Really,
Was he fucking talking to dead people back then too, or what? Is that
no,
some
I don't
bullshit?
think so. I don't think so.
He's been doing fucking like, he's been doing like little interviews and shows for many years.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe so, yeah. Because I've known about him for a long time, but not from the street.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But that's what I meant. And nobody's ever heard this guy being in the streets and nothing like that, right?
No,
No.
Where does he live? Where's he from? Do you know where he lives and shit? He doesn't live in New York still, right? I'm assuming no, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he claims he stood trial for murders or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard him make some comments about that. He's like, "Oh, I didn't do it. They charged him for like a double murder or something,
Yeah.
but he didn't do it or something. Who the fuck knows?"
Yeah. He stood up. He knew he didn't kill the guys. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He knew he was wrongfully fucking accused, so he didn't have to worry about anything because he didn't do it. Yeah, he's an asshole. I think that guy's an asshole personally. I don't know who the fuck he thinks he is. It seems like all these people on here, these are fucking self-righteous people, they always got something to say about fucking somebody.
Yeah, I feel like fucking if Bill's father came back and said anything, he would have been like, you did the right thing getting away from that life.
Yeah, if he did come back, maybe he'll come back and smack that guy in the face.
Yeah.
Come back from the
Yeah.
dead just to smack that motherfucker. Don't talk to my son like that, you motherfucker. Motherfucker. You know?
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
He's like fucking almost doing the same thing. Columbo is almost doing the same thing his father did.
Well, yeah, supposedly they started the Italian American Society back up or whatever. He's been like speaking on stage and shit like that or something. The same thing that got his fucking father killed. While he's up here telling people not to do this shit. I don't know. I hate them fucking self-righteous motherfuckers, man. I can't stand people like that.
I wonder what happened with that fucking,
Huh.
that lawsuit that's supposed to be happening against Sammy the Bull with the kid, and the attorney
What do you
did a
what
show
do you
about
mean?
it. Remember the fucking that attorney Gerard did a show about fucking
Oh, the
some
Marone guy or whatever?
yeah, the Marone guy, yeah.
Did he do that with the Colombo guy?
I don't think so. I'm just saying that
Oh, I was
supposedly
wondering. He had something to do with it though, didn't he? Or no?
I
Or am
don't
I thinking
know.
about
I
this
don't
wrong?
know. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
What are they gonna sue him for though? But for
yeah,
what? For killing
supposedly
a kid?
they were working on on reversing that, making it so he can't profit off of anything.
Oh, the son of Sam Law you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but the
haven't heard.
problem is though. Okay, sorry.
No, I haven't heard anything about it after they announced it.
Yeah, they're probably just blowing smoke, fucking trying to get some attention. Because the son of Sam law is a New York state law, not a federal fucking law. So he got convicted and charged in the feds, not in the state. So that shit doesn't even apply to fucking federal law. It only applies to New York state law.
Right,
So I don't know what the fuck. Maybe they were trying to get them. If even if they're some, what I'm saying is that even if they were to appeal that decision on the Son of Sam law, which has been revoked for a long fucking time now, that would only be changing New York state law. It wouldn't be changing federal fucking law. So that still wouldn't apply to him because he got sentenced federally when he got indicted. You know what I mean?
right, right.
So I hope that they aren't paying that guy any money to do any of this. Because if they are, he's fucking hoodwinking them. I can tell you that. Because I don't know what the fuck they think they're gonna get out of it. It ain't gonna help him out one bit. Ain't gonna make a penny.
Nah, it's definitely going nowhere. They've been trying to go after him for fucking 30 years now with his book and
But
all that shit.
but didn't they originally get money from him from the book that he did? Because I think they changed the law afterwards. I'm pretty sure that he had to turn over because I remember there was some type of court case or something, and they were talking about the amount of money he got paid to do that underboss book or whatever.
I don't think
And
they got shit.
are you sure?
They were going after Peter Moss too, who wrote the book.
Yeah, he wrote it.
He
Yeah.
never said that he paid Sammy anything. They're playing that tongue in cheek shit. I don't
Well,
think they give him nothing.
yeah, well, that's what it was over. It was over whether or not it was disclosed or undisclosed, or if they paid him in cash or if he had a deal. They were trying to get the contract. It's the same thing that they did to OJ when he wrote, when he got that ghostwriter to write that If I Did It book or whatever. But it was all done through his children and shit, and it was undisclosed and it was a cash deal. So there was no paperwork or anything for them to hand over to say, oh yeah, we paid him X amount or gave him X amount. It was pretty much their word versus his. So that's probably fucking. I'm assuming that's what Sammy probably did too. It was a cash deal, and they never disclosed the amount, so they could
Right,
technically say we didn't pay him anything, but a third party gave him fucking 200 grand in a bag or something, you know?
right. And probably all the YouTube money goes through his kids' accounts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's ways to go around all that shit. He probably has a son. It's probably in his son's name or something. You know what I mean? And everything just gets funneled through
Yeah,
him.
because it really is like his son basically produced the show. His father was just the
The
guy.
actor in it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they did that for that exact reason. If one of these guys had a bright idea to try to sue him or something, he was already protected. I'm sure they already fucking looked into all that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't think that guy's that fucking stupid. He ain't been around as long as he has. He's an idiot. I'll at least say that. You know,
yeah.
whether you like him or not, I don't think he's that stupid. So
Nah, he's been
And
making money on
what do
here
you
for
think they
years.
make off it? What do you think that he makes off that fucking thing though? You think he does good like that though, or no? Because he don't really get views or nothing like that anymore. I don't think so. No,
Yeah, I have no idea what he makes.
I'm curious. Like, what do you think fucking Francis makes off his fuck? He must make a ton of money, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he makes a lot of money.
Yeah. You
He's
think it's
like,
from the show or from the fucking
I think it's
things he
a
does, like
combination of
appearances and shit?
everything. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you think so? Yeah.
yeah, I believe, like his show helps him generate money from other things as well.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
Yeah, he's
making millions.
definitely. Yeah, he definitely does good. I would probably say he's probably the most successful one on here. That's
Yeah,
ex gangster or whatever in that aspect. He
and
definitely
still
ain't no
doing
dummy.
it too. He's still consistent. I think he's still around.
Yeah, because you know why? He kind of was smart in a way because he had that whole church fucking group, following him before he ever started doing like the mob type of shit,
Yeah,
Right.
And those people fucking when they're following Jesus and shit, they're following everybody everywhere, So you got a lot more people fucking supporting and following you and shit just off of that alone.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like plenty of millionaires that have donated to him.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Now he has that wine and shit that he's doing. Did you see that? He's got like a whole wine fucking brand now.
Yep.
Oh, Francie's wine or something like that. I'm not a big wine guy or nothing. I don't know if anybody's tried it or whatever. It's probably pretty good though, right?
it better
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, I mean, like most of these people, there's, they're basically just putting their label on a wine that's being made somewhere.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. It's probably already a different brand. They just put their fucking little label. They got a white label. It's got white labeling. They basically got a
Yeah.
white labeled.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it's like their specific recipe.
I don't think a lot of people. I don't think they realize that you can do that with pretty much anything. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like the white label and shit. You can pretty much
Hmm.
go to any of these companies that make any of these products and get white label service, and then just slap your own shit on there and market it. And
Yeah,
if you're good at
they
doing that, you can make money.
they have companies out there now like making all of these expensive colognes and stuff like that, but they just not, using their name. They just basically taking the same formula and make, it's basically almost the same thing. And
Yep.
yeah, I think the company's called Alt or ALT, and it's
Uh,
basically like, you can buy like Creed, but it's not Creed. It's just got a different label on it, but it smells like Creed.
Really,
Yeah,
for a quarter of the price, right?
yeah,
Fuck, man.
yeah. Yeah, you can even get them to put it like you can even get them to put it in your own bottle. So you can have like your brand's like design bottle, or whatever. You can send them that, and they'll package everything for you, and then you just label it and promote it, market it as your own shit. Sell it for whatever you want.
yeah.
You could
But
do that. You could do that with a lot of shit. Pretty much anything you could think of, you can get people to white label service for you. You'd be
and
surprised.
I forget how they word it, but they actually advertise like, this is the alternative to. That's why it's called ALT. Alt. It's the
Yeah,
alternative to the the
name brand.
genuine brand. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. What you know where they're out of?
Um, I saw a commercial on it, but I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. Alt.
And and
ALT.
and do they do stuff with a lot of different products, or just cologne shit, or
Yeah.
what?
Oh well, I
All
don't
kinds of
know.
stuff.
I don't know. I just
Oh,
saw a commercial for the cologne and the
oh,
perfume.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, I feel like that's a tough business too. So many fucking competitors and shit like that. It can't be an easy business to get into. Probably need a ton of fucking money too.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
alcohol.
look at all these like sauces and shit like that.
And the whiskey brands or whatever the hell they're doing now, cognac, whatever.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
alcohol is a big fucking thing. Yeah, for sure. Big business. Look how much McGregor made off that proper 12 shit. That made him a fucking billionaire. I think he made like 400 or 500 million or whatever. Something like that, they said.
yeah, and
Fucking crazy.
yeah, and it's basically like it's a type of drink that that a guy like him would drink. An Irishman. Oh, you found
Yep.
it? Smoke.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's it.
Let me see. Oh, okay. And they provide, and what do they provide it for different brands and shit, or just for specific ones they got deals with, or what?
Yeah, they basically all the bottles say alt, but they're different fragrances that are equivalent to name brand.
Oh, so they're like they're basically copycat recipes then,
Yeah,
probably.
they're copying it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. No
they're
shit.
making whatever it is they put in their bottles smell like the original.
No shit. They're like reverse engineering it and putting it back out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it tells you what scent it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's the comparison for like a bottle of that compared to like a real like expensive one? Is it a big difference or?
Well, he's got it up there. Let's see. There's some
I
bottles
can't read that.
Looks like
they're like $30 a bottle.
$100 for a seller pack. I guess you get 3.
Yeah.
You got
And
the
what's the
executive.
original price like versus the real one?
Well,
Does it
Creed
say
is
that or
like
no?
what? Fucking $400 or something. 300-400.
And they got it for 30?
They got Creed Aventus, which is like $500. Tom Ford, Baccarat.
All three of them for 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
three
they're
for
like
100.
$30 a bottle for any fragrance.
Oh wow. You know who knows
Louis
about all that
Vuitton.
shit? It's Carlos. Carlos knows about all that shit. He's big into that colognes and shit. He knows about all
Yeah,
that shit.
I'm sure there's fucking YouTube videos that are comparing these things to the original.
Yeah, I wonder if it's an exact. I don't know if can you get a patent on a fragrance? Probably not because anybody can mix that shit up realistically, right?
Right, I guess. Yeah, or maybe they have the patent for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they're that too. Yeah, or maybe it's like really really close, but it's just a little bit less of one thing, so they can
Right,
get away
right,
with it.
right,
Maybe.
right,
Yeah,
right.
a lot of
Chanel
companies
number
fucking
5.
do that. Oh, that shit's real expensive. You're talking about thousands of dollars for a small ass bottle of that shit.
What?
Shit.
Chanel number 5.
Oh,
Chanel number 5, boy.
Yeah, that's big fucking dollars. Like a ridiculous price.
I've been
That's like
using
the
I've been using the same cologne since the '90s.
what's that?
John
Which one do
Paul
you like?
John Paul Gaultier.
And which
Goutier. Yeah.
and which like model is it? Is it that just what makes one kind or
It's
what's the
the
name
one.
of it?
It's the one where the bottle's shaped like a person with the stripes on it.
Uh oh okay.
Yeah, it's like $100 for a bottle, but I've been
And
using
what's
it
it
since
smell
it
like?
first came out. It's any person that ever smells it on me loves it, and it fucking lasts a long time.
Yeah, I noticed that with the good colognes and shit, the ones that last a while, because some of them shits, the cheap, you put them on, they're gone in like a fucking
Look,
hour.
he just pulled it up. There's also John. I use the original one, but there's been newer ones made from the same companies.
So you're telling me you don't wear gray flannel?
No,
Remember
no.
fucking Angel
Listen,
said that's what
why
her dad did, gray flannel?
I got no reason to change. I'm telling you, I get fucking whenever a girl smells that cologne on me, they always say, "Oh, I love that smell." If they don't know what it is, they'll ask, "What is it?"
Oh yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you see that new shit? They be having commercials on YouTube for it or whatever. It's those new colognes they got that are like pheromones or whatever. Them pheromone colognes. You ever seen them?
No, I think I've heard something about that, but
Yeah.
because
They're
we,
the
we we naturally produce
oops.
pheromones.
Yeah, so what they did is the scientific like researchers, figured out different pheromones that the body produces that attract, females or whatever. And they were able to, isolate it and they make colognes now and shit like that. And when the chicks smell it, it's like you're producing the natural pheromones to get them like all hot and bothered.
Right. Yeah.
They're swearing by it, like the shit fucking works for that. I
Our
never smelled it or nothing, but
our underarms produce a smell that is supposed to attract women.
yeah, even though that shit smells crazy
Yeah.
sometimes. There's some motherfucker stink, boy. I wonder.
Yeah, well, I guess there's a point to where it'll become,
Yeah, just nasty.
yeah, but I guess
Yeah.
maybe it's just a natural, like in the beginning. But if you go a few days without fucking washing, it's not gonna smell good after a while.
Well, that too, and
Well,
the
I don't
foods
even
the
think it's
foods
meant to
people eat.
smell. I don't even think it's meant to smell good. It just does. It's just something that's
I heard
there.
I've heard a fucking chick before saying that they love the smell of like armpits and shit like that.
That's why.
Yeah. You'll be thinking it's weird, but I guess I'm not a female, so I can't tell you what a fucking dude's armpit smells like, but apparently, but some of them like that shit supposedly. I don't know. When you use like the deodorants and shit like that, it actually makes that shit worse. You ever notice that?
Um, I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that. I honestly, I don't fucking. I can go a whole day without with you if I don't put on deodorant and my underpits still won't smell.
Yeah, no, I don't. I hardly use it. I hardly use it either. Only very rarely. I got like the Axe like little spray one or whatever, but I don't really need it to be honest with you. I think it makes it worse though. I'm telling you, because they put all kinds of fucking like chemicals and shit in a lot of the stuff. I feel like it makes it like worse that you need it more when you use it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless you went to like the gym or you were playing sports or doing something like that, you got to use it afterwards, because that's when you fucking I don't care who you are,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
can.
gonna be stink,
No, I can
But
literally
regularly,
fucking work out for 3 hours in the gym, sweat like a motherfucker, and I won't have any body odor.
no, none at all. Yeah, no shit.
Nope, none at all.
Yeah, it's pretty good then. I guess it depends a lot on genetics and diet and fucking what you're putting into your body. If you're relatively healthy and shit like that, it's probably don't need it.
Yeah, I don't. I've just I've been that way all my life.
Yeah, I think I don't know a lot of people like that, but I think a lot of people are like that. Is what I should have said.
Yeah, and there's some people that just fucking after a couple of hours after they fucking they the body odor is unbearable.
Oh yeah, I've met some fucking stinky motherfuckers, bro. Like
A
you
lot
can't
of
even be sitting here.
European people have bad, strong body odor.
That's
I wonder
racist.
what it is. That's what I'm saying. It's probably from their diet or something.
So
Yeah,
the
it's got to
garlic.
be something. Yeah,
Gotta be
because
something they're eating
a
or
lot of
fucking
your
drinking something.
a lot of European people too also have bad teeth.
Oh, the
Uh,
English,
well,
especially.
yeah,
Yeah,
They
the
don't even see
especially
English.
dentists
yeah.
and
I
shit.
didn't want to say it, but yeah, I guess yeah,
That's true. That's a known thing,
yeah.
though.
No,
They got some
unfortunately,
jacked up. They got some jacked up fucking grills,
I don't
man.
know why, but yeah, it's just
Yeah, I
how it
don't know
is.
why either.
I don't think they had like. I don't think they have like dentists. Like people aren't like big into that like that over there for some reason. That's like a known thing though out there for whatever reason. They got fucking jacked up grills. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
But we
know.
got a lot of people in the U.S. that got on here that got jacked up grills, and what's their excuse? I don't know.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So who
maybe
the
it's
fuck
just
knows?
in the genetics, like you know, European descent people might have genetics, where their teeth don't stay white.
Probably. Because you see a lot of people, African people especially, like they got them bright fucking pearly ass white like ivory. I feel like they got a totally different type of teeth.
Well, naturally, yeah. Well, they do. I like dark people, the black people. A lot of them have great teeth, but it does get
Yeah.
enhanced by their skin color as well.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Oh,
like
okay.
if I, when I get a dark tan, my fucking teeth look whiter.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I swear they got fucking like I don't know, just like the structure of the teeth, like they just maybe I don't know, yeah, maybe it's the skin
Yeah,
tone
no,
to
they
it then
do.
too. I don't
They
know.
a lot. Yeah, they do. I just think it's you notice them. You notice the teeth more.
Uh,
Well, no. I just think it's in their genetics. They have good teeth.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, yeah. Because now
It's
that I'm
definitely
thinking about,
noticeable.
yeah, I'm trying to. But yeah, overall, the majority of black people have nice pearly whites.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, noticeable too. You know what I mean? It's like a
Yeah,
noticeable trait. They always have like nice fucking bright white like teeth. Like I don't know, it's all nice teeth, like ivory type teeth or something. I don't know.
right.
Weird,
Well,
right?
all you got to do is, you look in the mirror. If your gums aren't light pink, then there's something wrong.
Yeah, something's going on. You ain't taking care of yourself.
Right.
Better get some floss. Get some floss, man.
Do something.
Do something. Some mouthwash. Gingivitis.
Scope. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else has been going on? Anything else been popping
Stay
off lately? It's been
hydrated.
pretty quiet or what?
Huh?
I
Hydration has
said,
got a big
Oh
big
yeah.
thing to do with your teeth as well.
Yeah.
oh yeah, just general health. The gums will tell you everything. That's what most people back in the day, died from was teeth problems. Most people
Infections
didn't
and
live.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people didn't live past the age of 30. It wasn't for anything else. It was because of infections they got from their teeth or, shit like that. You know what I mean? From mouth
Yeah.
problems with their mouth and shit like that. It goes right to your heart and your gums and everything.
Oh
Wind
yeah,
up killing
that's
them.
right. When you fucking if like you got sensitive gums or they're not healthy and they're bleeding and you're swallowing that blood, it's no good for you.
No good. Yeah. Yeah, and if you get any type of like, uh, what is it? Not like a cavity, but like when it gets real bad or whatever, you get an infection. Like, what the fuck is it called? When you get
Asbestos.
the
What do
mouth.
you call
An
that shit?
abscess?
Yeah,
Abscess.
if you get an abscess, yeah, if you get an abscess, like that infection and shit that's in there, it goes
Ooh,
right to your heart for whatever reason. It's in your
yeah, you
mouth.
can't fucking swallow that shit. No way.
Yeah, and it winds up that's what killed a lot of people back in the day before modern medicine and shit was discovered.
Well,
Most people died from that, from teeth
usually
problems.
usually they'll go away, but if you have an abscess that explodes in your mouth, you better fucking spit that shit out.
Yeah, that's all just nasty
Ugh.
bacteria and death and shit, basically.
Jesus.
Yeah, all of
You
that
can smell
fucking.
it.
Yeah, I
I've
was
seen
just
somebody
thinking
that
that.
had you could smell
Uh,
that shit when somebody like breathes or talks that just like they
rotten.
got something dead in their
Yeah.
mouth. Like, dude, what the
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
is that?
yeah.
You got
Even
some
people,
fucking halitosis that's fucking
even
crazy, bro.
people that get like a cyst on their back or something like that, when you bust that thing open,
Oh my
got
god.
a got a bad smell.
Pus
I
and goo.
fucking I told the story on here before about my boy Joe that passed away. That motherfucker had one of them shits on his back. We were calling him the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame for a while. And we were at my buddy Mark's house fucking one night, and his wife's sister is a fucking nurse, like she's a registered nurse or whatever. And they were all fucking partying, drinking and shit. And he was like, "Yo," he's like, "Get the scalpel, come over here. We're gonna take care of this thing once and for all." Dude, he laid up on the pool table right there, ping pong pool table, whatever the fuck it was. And she got out the fucking surgical scalpel and some gloves, and she slit this cat down his back. Bro, shit fucking shot out of this thing, was fucking all over the ceiling, all over the walls. Everybody, people were throwing up fucking everywhere. It was the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. I was fucking puking. My boy John was
Sick
fucking dude for like
fucks.
2 hours. Dude, for 2 hours straight, he was just fucking throwing up, puking, bro. Just even thinking about it. It smelled the shit that was coming out of it. It was on YouTube. I gotta see if I can find it, bro. He posted on YouTube, bro. It was on
Jesus.
YouTube for a while. Yeah, he posted it. They uploaded it. I gotta see if I can find it. Yo, let me see if I can find it. I'll
I've
send you
I've
it, man.
yeah,
Animals.
I've watched a lot of fucking crazy YouTube videos and shit like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, this was fucking nasty, how man. Like, oh, if you've never seen this shit in person in a video, like, oh my God. It smelled like a fucking corpse came out of this motherfucker, dude. And it was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's fucking, I don't want to think about it. It was so nasty, man. I had fucking nightmares about that shit for a good month fucking afterwards. It was fucking disgusting.
yeah, those things. That fucking shit in there is all fucking dead cells and shit.
It looked like cottage cheese, bloody fucking
Ugh.
yellow cottage cheese, and fucking
Ugh.
there was like brown shit, and then the rest of it looked like fucking fresh regat, dude, was just pouring out of this motherfucker in like clumps. Like you could bag it up and sell it at the market, bro. It was fucking nasty, man. Oh my God. He had this shit on his back for like a good 3 fucking years, man. It just brewing back there. and it was fucking something sick, dude.
And the crazy part is most of those things they're inside a bag. If you don't take out the whole fucking bag, they'll come
Comes
back.
back. Yeah, it comes back. Yeah. Yeah, she knew what she was doing though because she said she'd done so many of them at the fucking hospital. You know,
She gotta
that's
stitch
the
him up,
only.
right?
Nah, hell nah, dude. She put some fucking the butterfly band-aid things on it and shit. This guy was a sick bastard, bro. You'd have to know fucking. He passed away and
Yeah,
shit,
if
man.
you
But
make a
it was
nice
a nice
cut,
razor incision. Yeah,
it'll just fucking line right up.
yeah. They just used like butterfly fucking band-aids on it. It was fine. But if you knew this guy, you would know like he was a fucking sick bastard like that, man. Trust me, he was fucking next level. That was his big idea at the party that night. Fucking get the fucking scalpel out. We're doing
Yeah.
this. Oh my god.
Well, you had
We were
enough.
all we didn't know what we were, but we know nobody really knew exactly what we were expecting. And she kept telling us, she's like, I don't know if you guys actually want to like see this. She's like, it's gonna be pretty fucking nasty and it's gonna stink. It might be a little bit messy. And we're like, fuck it, let's see it. Oh my god, what a mistake that was, man. Holy shit.
I
That
can
ruined the whole fucking
I
mood of
know
the night.
exactly what you're talking about. I've seen fucking dozens of fucking videos about
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like
if you've watched any of them, you've seen it. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, man.
yeah,
The
and when
shit that
they
comes
fucking
out of
pop,
there.
man, the fucking thing like 20 feet.
Oh, it fucking, I'm telling you, dude, the shit fucking hit the ceiling. It was dripping off the fucking ceiling and the walls and shit. It was fucking disgusting.
I've seen
It was in,
fucking doctors get
oh,
squirted in their face.
oh my God. Dude. Imagine getting some of that in your mouth, on your lip or something. Oh
Oh,
my God. That shit fucking was nasty, bro. That shit's fucking gross.
I
But how
think I'm
does it
gonna
form
throw up.
though? Like, how does that shit even come? Like, what is that from though? Like, you know?
Who knows?
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
I don't know
don't.
what causes that.
Probably eating whatever the fuck foods they're eating. I don't know. Reacts
But
different in some
but
bodies.
most of them they're like fucking. It's encapsulated in the bag. Like you got to fucking remove that fucking
It's like a sack.
the root of the sack. Yeah, you got to remove
Yeah.
it, otherwise it'll come back.
Yeah, it's just like a wart or like something like that. You got to get that little root piece out, or it just come. Even if you cut it off, it'll come back, like you said. You know.
Yeah,
Whatever it was though, was at the very end. I remember her when we were like, "Oh, we think it's done" or whatever. She's like, "No, no, no, don't wait." She's like, "The last part is when you push it up and the inside thing like flips in and out." It must have been what you're talking about, the little like sack thing or whatever.
yeah,
And that's when that fucking regat looking shit come out of there. I was like, "Oh, so what the fuck was that, dude?" Like, oh my god, I had to leave, man. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm good.
yeah. Sometimes that you got to dig in there to get it out.
Yeah, this went on for a
Yeah.
good fucking like hour and a half. It was fucking foul, man. Never again. I don't ever want to see that shit again. I don't know how them doctors do that shit for a living. Fuck that. I don't know.
They get paid good money, I guess.
Well, most of the time the nurses are the ones that even do that shit though. That shit.
Oh
It's not like
yeah.
you're just cutting them and squeezing the shit out. You know what I mean? It's not like an
How
invasive
about them
fucking.
them other videos where these fucking
Mm.
people have them fucking fungus nails and they're like fucking 3 inches long, fucking going in all kinds of different directions, and they're like
Oh, I didn't see that before. What's that?
greenish brown.
The toenails? You mean?
Yeah, toenails.
Oh yeah.
That's probably bad hygiene.
Yeah, I mean you could tell. I mean, the point that some of these people get to. I mean, they've probably hadn't
Oh,
done
that's
anything
years.
in fucking years.
Yeah, years. What about the poor bastards at the fucking like nail salon? If somebody wants to get like a pedicure and they pull over with some fucking alligator looking feet and shit.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Oh, was it? Did you send me that one with the fucking the
the
diabetic foot or whatever the fuck it was?
yeah. I
They
sent
were
you a couple.
scraping.
I also
Oh
sent
my
you one
god.
with the fucking the calluses were just so fucking. It looked like there was fucking shingles on the fucking bottom of the whole foot.
Yeah, he looked like he had alligator fucking feet, man.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking nasty, bro. You ever seen the people that get that human papilloma virus and they start growing tree bark off of them and shit?
Oh yeah, that's fucking nuts.
I seen one guy, he looked like a whole fucking pine tree, man. Like fucking crazy looking. I don't know what the fuck
Oh,
that
I
is,
think
but
I've
that
seen
shit is
that guy.
crazy. You ever
Yeah.
seen it?
I think I've seen this guy. He
Oh,
looks like a fucking statue or some shit. He's all
It looks like a fucking tree, like an oak
It,
tree, bro. His
his
hands
skin's
are
like
all
all
like bark.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like bark, bro. It looks like
Some,
he could grow leaves fucking out of his shit, man.
Wow.
yeah, they look like
Yeah,
the fucking Wolfman.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life, man.
That's
I don't
bad
know how that
shit.
even happens.
Look what fuck Maureen said. How did we go from Cologne to fucking
This nasty shit. Yeah, I'm thinking
What
about
a
throwing up
mess.
myself. Yeah.
I hope nobody's eating right now. Fuck. At least you guys
Yeah,
didn't get this. You didn't have to see it and shit, man. Fuck.
you know what's a fucking I watched the fucking knee implant fucking surgery. That's a fucking
Damn.
crazy surgery, man.
Oh, they gotta like cut your fucking bone
They
in half with a
they
saw or
use
something, right?
yeah, they use power tools to fucking do that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There's a guy that I play poker with. He works for Pfizer, and he's part of the like assembly for like those knee replacements. They make them out of basically they're like chrome plated, I think titanium, he was telling me.
Yeah.
And he went to go get his knee replacement done, and he was asking the doctor like what size he needed, because I guess it's all like sized by the size of your bone and your kneecap, whatever the fuck it's called. And he was telling the doctor, he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna bring my knee in for you on our next appointment." And the doctor was like, "You can't fucking bring me a knee, like that's all fucking shit that's controlled and like special, sanitary bags and all that." He's like, "No, you don't understand. I make these things at work." So the one that he made, he engraved his initials into it and brought him his knee. He was showing me pictures of it and shit and how they put it in. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I don't want to see that shit. Fucking nasty, man.
Dude, they fucking basically just fucking saw your fucking knee out and
Mm-hmm.
fucking drill fucking holes and put and fucking
The
connect
plate.
the new knee with fucking bolts and fucking nuts.
Yeah, you're basically like a fucking car at that point. You know
You're a
what I mean?
cyborg. Yeah.
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 And when they cut open, they fucking spread the fucking skin wide open and it's fucking crazy.
Fuck.
Well, I was asking him too, because I'm like, well, hold on a second. I'm like, these plates and shit, like they're made out of titanium or whatever, right? And I said to him, I says, well, why would they put chrome finishing on them? I says, wouldn't the body over time like eat up the fucking chrome like plating on there? And he told me
It's
that it's
polished.
possible. Well, he told me that it's possible that, sometimes the body can, eat some of it up. He said it's rare or whatever, but some people like reject it and shit like that too. Like their
Yeah.
body can
Well,
reject it and
well,
shit and not take it.
chrome plating is different than when they polish it to a chrome finish.
Oh, it's different. It's a different process.
Yeah, like chrome plating is actually just like the outside is chrome plating, but like the
Yeah.
titanium knees, those are polished to the point where they look chrome.
Oh, okay. He was telling me it was straight chrome.
Well, it's not fucking. They don't like chrome. Is something that's applied to a metal.
Yeah.
But when you polish the natural metal, you can polish it to a chrome finish, but it's not actually chrome.
Oh, I thought he told me it was chrome plated titanium. I could be wrong then. I thought that's what he told me.
Well, yeah, I don't. I think the whole purpose of it being titanium is because it doesn't rust.
Yeah, but it's less likely that your body will break it down because of steel or anything other metal like that would rust
Yeah,
over time with the water.
chrome
Shit, exactly. Yeah.
chrome plated will liquids will damage it after a period of time, like bad. Like
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm like, why the fuck would they put chrome plated titanium in your body? Wouldn't your body break that shit down over time and
yeah,
cause all kinds of problems?
that shit is just it's polished to a shiny finish.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense then.
We
Yeah,
got a
He did.
few cyborgs in here.
it's like
Well,
buffed out. Like
yeah, it's like a buff. Yeah, he did tell me though that there's like a 5% of people they like reject them and shit like that. Because I know when my
yeah.
uncle got his knee done, he wound up getting an infection, and that shit went into his fucking bones, man. Damn near killed his ass.
Well, now
He had to go into the hospital for like 2 months.
technology's getting better. It's starting to make them out of ceramic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's actually lighter and
wouldn't they be break easier though?
no, ceramic is strong.
Yeah, more better than the metal. Yeah, but titanium.
Yeah, it's
No shit. It must be
ceramic.
a special type of ceramic,
Yeah,
then.
it's a special. It's not like the ceramic you might be thinking
Like
about.
a toilet bowl or tile or something.
Yeah, it's a ceramic is strong as hell. I mean, even like ceramic breaks and
Oh yeah, yeah, true.
the
I think
one
about that. Yeah, those are
the
actually the best breaks, ceramic
like
breaks. Yeah.
ceramic teeth is like number two, and then like number one is like zirconia. Uh, what do they call the fucking the when you get the
Porcelain.
porcelain? Porcelain's above the ceramic, and then
Yeah,
there's
porcelain. Yeah.
there's other stuff below ceramic.
Mm. That's like the most expensive shit, I think, too. The porcelain shits, right?
Yeah,
That's the ones that what's his name from the fucking Jersey Shore got those. He had a lady specially fucking like hand paint them or something. That the Vinny kid.
yeah.
Well, I don't want. Well, he's
Well,
not a kid. He's an adult. But the he
well,
got the porcelain hand painted porcelain ones for like the tint and color and everything. It's like real natural.
yeah. Well, most people, like they'll get like porcelain veneers. That's different than an actual, you know, crown. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's different.
It's just the cover. The basically just like a
They,
cover, like
yeah,
a
they're
mask.
just
Yeah.
putting like a real thin layer on top of your original tooth.
Now, do they have to shave? Do they have to shave any of the base on your fucking teeth down or anything to do those or no? Or is that only with the
Zirconia.
crowns?
Called it's called zirconia, and it's a kind of ceramic. There you go.
Oh, okay.
They
And that's the
what
highest
they
end shit. The zirconia.
I no, I think the well, it's
I
different.
thought
Like
the porcelain was the best.
the procedure to the porcelain veneers is different than when you get like a whole ceramic replacement. They'll file your tooth to like a nub and just glue it on. But a veneer, like you may just get the front part of your teeth shaved down a little bit, and then it
Yeah.
gets placed like right on the fucking face of the tooth.
But what I don't understand though is that both of those things, like when you're filing down your fucking teeth, whether you're making them thinner or you're numbing them down, wouldn't that make them way more sensitive? Like the nerve endings and shit in your teeth,
No,
like make
because
them.
they get covered.
Oh yeah.
It get well if they sand if they file down the front of your tooth when they put the veneer on top of it, it's protected. It's not exposed to the elements anymore.
Oh okay. I got you.
And
But
if you
over
put
time though, I'm assuming like it's gotta fucking have a negative impact on the tooth health though when you're ever filing or what is it? It's like bone in your body. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
well, as soon as as soon as they glue that uh like not the veneers, the ones where they actually just fucking sand down your tooth to like a fucking little nub, and then they
Yeah.
fucking glue the ceramic tooth on top of it. It's all
Uh-huh.
protected. It's all protected. Yeah, it's not going to be sensitive or anything.
Oh okay. Gotcha. And what is it? Just like cemented on there or
Because
something? Like
they still leave like the base of the tooth, like by the
yeah.
gum,
Right.
like and it just it gets cemented right on. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't realize, like, the people that wind up getting like, dental implants down the line, if they haven't had those teeth for a long time, the bone in your jaw actually starts disintegrating and shit because you're not using it because your teeth actually keep that all, healthy and active and shit.
Yeah.
And when certain people haven't had teeth for that long, their gums start to recede so much and their jaw deteriorates where they can't even get the fucking implants anymore because there's nothing, it's not structurally strong enough. You want to fucking
Right.
it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Right. Because you don't have
Yeah.
any bone to implant it to anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So it's teeth is fucking definitely important, man. I don't think people realize how important they are to take care of your grill and shit. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
expensive as a motherfucker too. Dental work is fucking big bucks, dude.
Yeah. You get
All that shit, 30, 40
imp-
grand for some fucking teeth.
yeah, implants now 30-40 grand. Yeah, top and bottom.
Yeah. Now they got them good though. They put the posts in there. They put like 4 posts in there and shit, and they
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
like bolt in and lock and shit. Those are probably fucking. But they're big, like you said, they're fucking 30, 40,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So take care
Yeah.
of your
That
fucking
and
teeth.
that's the fucking cheap like that's the more economical way to go about it. With like the
Oh, you could
four
spend
bulk,
100,
because if you get every individual tooth as an
like
implant,
100 grand
yeah,
at least.
yeah,
Some of them, I've seen one guy
and
said he spent almost 200,000 on his teeth.
you
That's
still have to
crazy.
brush them too, because you got to brush
Yeah,
around where the implant is.
yeah, your gum and everything. Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Fucking
Yeah.
nuts, right?
Hmm.
I will say it's a lot better. Remember back in the day, they used to give people fucking wood teeth, like George Washington. You got a
Yeah,
wood
that's
grill.
fucking
Imagine
crazy.
that.
I like to know how the fuck that worked out.
Well, you want to hear something crazy that I found out? Fucking apparently, George Washington and a lot of these other guys, you know what their fucking teeth were actually made out of? Like the only part that was made out of wood was the molding and shit where it fit around the gum or whatever.
Hmm.
You know what they were doing? They were
uh,
ripping they were ripping the teeth out of the fucking slaves and they were using them to make his fucking teeth, bro.
Oh
and
shit.
hippos ivory
Yeah.
too, or some shit.
Yeah, sometimes they would get ivory ones from animals, but a lot of the time they were taking the teeth right out of the fucking slaves and making fucking these dentures and shit basically for these guys that had money and shit. They would rip them right out of their mouths. So
Mm.
if you were a slave and you had a nice fucking grill, that motherfucker wanted them, you were you were about to fucking get your shit knocked out and fucking taken.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Ain't no anesthesia back then either.
No, they didn't have none of that shit. They had a bottle of fucking whiskey. That was about it.
Yeah.
Just like in like could you like that's the one thing, like could you imagine having a been in like the fucking Civil War and you got hit with like a fucking cannonball or something or a musket and they had to fucking take your leg off and they have no anesthesia, no nothing. They just give you a fucking big ass bottle of whiskey and a towel to bite and they're in there with a hacksaw cutting your fucking leg off and shit and then branding you to close the arteries and shit basically with a fucking iron. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Could
that's
you
fucking. Yeah,
could you imagine being that fucking poor bastard that had to get his fucking leg sawn off while he was awake and then fucking cauterized with a fucking branding iron and shit? Oh my god. Just fucking
yeah,
kill me. I'd have grabbed the fucking musket gun and just fucking finished myself off at that point. I'm like, I'm fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, you're about to do what? No, hell no.
yeah. How about these fucking? I've seen these fucking diabetic amputations on YouTube. Oh
Oh
man,
yeah. Nasty. Fucking
nasty.
lose a foot. You lose a foot fucking with that
Yeah,
sugar shit.
yeah,
That diabetes shit is no joke, man. A lot of people lose their limbs and shit. That's what happened to what's his name, the basketball player's dad there, the ball guy. They had to take his foot off.
Oh, the
Oh,
basketball player.
yeah, LeVar Ball.
Yeah, LeVar Ball, the
Yeah.
father. They just cut his fucking foot off
Oh,
from
I
that
thought
diabetes shit.
I was making a joke like a bold basketball player. Like I know exactly who you're talking.
No.
I
Their last name is Ball, Ball.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, now that I realize it now.
Yeah, it was funny though. I don't know if you guys saw it at all, but he did a joke where he took a video like the day or two before he went in to get the surgery to take his foot off. And then he came back on. He goes, "I'm so gangster. I grew my motherfucking foot back." And he chopped the video from the day before he lost it and put it on there and told him he grew his limb back. That shit was pretty funny. I was dying laughing. I was like,
Yeah,
that's the next level troll game right there.
I guess opium probably helped because he's saying that
Oh,
they
that
had
too. Yeah, they did have that.
opium in the 1800s
Yeah, and cocaine too. Coke and shit too. They
and
probably had them all
fucking
fucking tweaked out on that shit then. Yeah.
and methamphetamines too.
No, they didn't have methamphetamines back then.
Well, amphetamines, just amphetamine.
They had those during the Civil War times, yeah. I thought the Germans came up with the amphetamines, the Provite and shit in
Well,
like the 40s.
I'm assuming like they
Oh,
all of that shit was
No,
like
they had that shit
invented.
back then. It was called like laudanum or some shit.
oh,
Laudanum.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
laudanum.
they called it like fucking speed
Oh,
back
okay.
then and fucking all different names, but it was basically an amphetamine.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I know they had obviously like opium derivatives and shit like that and stuff. I didn't know they had
Yeah,
that though.
that's what fucking Adderall is, an amphetamine.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like a pure fucking amphetamine,
Yeah,
which is crazy. The craziest thing is that they're giving people amphetamines for people that are hyperactive. You know, you would think that it would do the fucking total opposite than what it does. You know, fucking weird,
yeah.
right?
It actually will make you focus and on what you're doing.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of horror stories with people with that shit though. They say at first, I guess it's like any other drug where it works good at first, but then after a while it doesn't work the same and you wind up getting all fucking fucked up from it and shit. I mean, I don't know,
Yeah,
but
you become addicted to it.
yeah, I can't imagine that shit's good long term. I mean, I could be wrong, but I got a feeling it's not. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think like long term, you take it in small doses.
Yeah. That's the problem with all these fucking medications though. Like the side effects, a lot of them, especially long term use of anything, is fucking you wind up having 10 other things wrong with you than the one thing you went in for, you know? Like all the commercials they got where, you have a high blood pressure, like, oh yeah, take this high blood pressure pill. It could give you brain swelling and your dick might fall off and fucking your liver might fail, but you won't have high blood pressure no more, you know? Like, oh yeah, great. One of the
Yeah.
side
So
effects is sudden death. You
what
know what I
was
mean?
it
Like what the fuck?
like amphetamines was like a speed, and barbiturates was like something that calm you down.
Barbiturates, those are like what's that shit that they were taking back then they got banned? The Wolf of Wall Street guy was taking it. It was big in like the 70s and shit and 80s. That was a barbiturate, I think. Yeah,
Quaalude.
Quaaludes. I think Quaaludes are barbiturates, aren't they?
But it might be, yeah, because I know it's the opposite of amphetamine.
Yeah, I think Quaaludes were barbiturates, and those are fucking some of the worst
Right,
drugs fucking
right.
ever.
The shit that people used to take back in the day and call speed, it was basically an amphetamine.
Amphetamine, yeah. Pure fucking amphetamine. Because that other shit, the methamphetamines, is a derivative of actual
Yeah,
amphetamines.
that's fucking yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I still want to know the people that like the original people that went and figured all this shit out. You know,
yeah. How the fuck? Well, yeah. Who the fuck fucking tested it?
that's what I'm saying. I feel some asshole went and just like 30 people OD trying to eat the shit off the poppy plant or something. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like probably killed the whole village until they realized like, oh shit, that's some strong shit right there. Whatever
Yeah, they
that
probably were
is.
like, hey, look at that fucking plant. It's got some milk coming out of it.
Yeah, guys are over there walking around licking plants and shit. Fucking. Can but the that shit that it produces the sap or whatever, I guess you would call it, right? A sap or whatever it secretes or whatever.
Milk of the poppy.
Yeah, the milk or whatever. Is it? Can you take it right from a plant though, or does it have to be synthesized into something else until it can be taken, or do people eat that shit
I,
like right off the
I
plant?
don't know, but I know that that milk of the poppy was used. Like
Thousands of years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, the
So
Chinese and shit had that shit like 2,000 years ago or something like that.
yeah, I guess maybe it kind of had the same effect, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because obviously all the other stuff, the stuff you get at like pharmaceutical companies, that's all like synthesized and like processed shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know how that shit works. Maybe I'll look it up. That's something I don't know about. Maybe I'll look that up and see what the fuck it says. I think you can. I think it's legal to grow in the United States. It's just illegal to harvest it.
Right.
I'm sure people fucking have done it though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it might be illegal to fucking have those plants.
No, no, you can grow the poppy plant itself, but you can't score it to harvest it or do it. That's when it becomes illegal. It's just like whatchamacallit, mushrooms and shit like that. You could grow them whatever, but it's illegal to possess. I don't know. It's kind of
A
like a
lot of
gray
a
area,
lot
like a
of
loophole.
people a lot of people are recommending taking fucking mushrooms every once in a while.
Yeah, that's a new thing right now. They've been
They
using it to
said it.
treat like depression and fucking
Yeah,
anxiety and shit like that. Yeah.
they say it resets your clock.
Yeah, but that's like micro dosing levels, like small amounts. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to like probably weigh them out and like really monitor them. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I've definitely heard a lot of people talking about and studies that are on it and shit like that. I don't know if I'd want to fucking ever try doing that, but they say it's good, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like
Those are legal now
fucking.
too. They decriminalize those now too. You can grow them at your house now. You believe that?
Yeah, yeah. I've heard that. I've never
I
tried.
don't.
I've never tried one, but
Oh no, yeah, I've fucking eaten mushrooms before, like 20 years ago.
I don't like shit that's got the potential of
My
making you hallucinate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never hallucinated taking them. Maybe I didn't fucking eat enough or whatever, or my genetic makeup is just different where it doesn't affect me like that. But definitely gets you fucking fucked up though, for sure. It's not something that I liked or enjoyed. Fuck, I can't see people doing it like
When
as a
I
hobby. You know what I mean?
when I was a kid, I tried mescaline, not even knowing what the fuck it was.
Oh, acid, Jesus,
Yeah,
that's from the peyote fucking cactus. That's big
yeah.
with
I
the
remember
Native
one.
Americans.
Yeah, I remember one night it didn't go off so well.
Oh yeah, you had like a
It
bad
made,
trip or something.
yeah, bad. It made fucking hallucinating.
Really? Like
Yeah,
what happened though? Like what happened?
I felt like I was sitting at a red light for like 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then when uh trying to fucking sleep, kept fucking thinking I'm hearing people outside.
No shit. What you got? Like paranoid from it?
Yeah, and I didn't even. I only took one.
You took what?
I took one little fucking
A little
micro
gel
dot.
cap or something?
Yeah, little fucking micro dot. They called them.
When was that? In like the late 70s, 80s?
Yeah, this was in the 80s.
Yeah. Is that still
Yeah,
a thing? Do people still fucking do that shit though?
I don't think so. It was like a thing. Like when we were kids, we'd be like, "Yeah, what are we gonna do this weekend? Let's take mescaline."
Yeah. That was during that like hippie fucking era
Yeah,
and shit,
because
right?
it made you laugh and have fun. But sometimes
Yeah.
it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah, you get a bad batch or the shit's a little bit too strong or something.
Yeah.
Then you're regretting it. It went from a good night to a fucking nightmare. Smoke, what the fuck are
Shit.
you doing over there?
Huh? What?
What the fuck were you just doing?
You're drinking
Nothing.
milk of the poppy.
Yeah, what are you
Milking the
doing over there? It
puppy.
sounds like you're, I don't know, it sounds like you're fucking reading the newspaper, like pages in the newspaper turning or something. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I'm just sitting here. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh. That was some weird feedback then. I don't know what the, that's weird.
You motherfucker. But
But
I don't
then,
know. Yeah.
what? What's up?
No, go on.
No, what are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I don't know. It's 3 hours. I don't know. But if you want to keep going, we could keep going.
No,
Fuck it.
no, we can save it for another night. It's all right.
Hey, if anybody can hit the like
Yeah,
button, if you guys could donate to the show, be much appreciated. Otherwise, Smoke's getting the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
that's right, boy.
How
I
about
don't know.
that? Hey, oh, somebody donated. Who's that, Nightmare?
Nightmare boy. Thank you, Nightmare, and Mike DeBella too.
Oh, Mike DeBella. What's up, Mike?
Good to
What's
see
I
you,
haven't
Mike.
seen you in
going
a
on?
while. Good to see you,
Where
man.
Yeah.
where was Falco the Dragon tonight?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, shout out to Falcor.
Now you got to wait a few minutes see if they show up.
Oh yeah, that happened last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Might pop up with a 50.
Yeah, right. They haven't. They
And we're,
come by once in a blue. Yeah.
and we're staying on for another 20.
God damn.
God damn it. Well, what do you got going on tomorrow? So you got some plans tomorrow?
Uh, I do have something to do in the morning, but not
Oh,
really.
yeah?
It's gonna
Oh,
rain
okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, this weather's been fucking wacky, bro. You been to the beach yet or what?
No, it's been raining every fucking day. It's gonna rain for the rest of the week too, except for Sunday
Yeah?
and the whole
Oh,
week
okay.
after that. So I don't know what's going on with this month.
Jesus.
And then they said it was gonna rain the other day, and it didn't rain till nighttime. And then it was a nice fucking sunny day. I could have went to the beach,
I
but
heard I heard a
yeah.
rumor. I haven't looked into it, but I,
What?
I heard from someone that I'm not sure what day, but it's supposed to be like 126 out here one day.
Holy
What?
shit!
Damn. That's that
That's,
Central Valley. That's that Central Valley shit in Cali.
Yeah,
That's
but
hot
I,
out
I
there,
haven't I
man.
haven't looked into it to see if it's true, but I've seen it as high as 117.
Yeah,
damn.
I've been out there when it's been that like 115, 116, and fucking your shoes melt when you fucking stand on the pavement. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah,
That's global warming up somebody's ears.
Now this was like fucking 10, 15 years ago and shit when I was out in Cali a lot and fucking I used to go out there and that shit that is like that desert heat. It's fucking brutal, man. I was standing outside my buddy's bakery and shit like that, and my fucking sandals that I was wearing. I went to pick my foot up, and you know how it is, like you step on gum on a hot day, and it like you see the stretchy shit from the gum that's stuck to your shoe.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was gum that was stuck on the bottom of my shoe that I stepped on. Nah, that shit was my fucking my slides. They were fucking melting, bro, on the fucking pavement. It was ridiculous. You can't even get in your car. You fucking touch your armrest or something, the seatbelt buckle, you're
That's
fucking get
crazy.
second-degree burns on
Yeah.
that shit, man.
Shit.
Fucking brutal, bro. Fuck that shit. I don't even know how people fucking can live out like that. Fuck that shit.
115 in Mesa, Arizona. Damn.
Yeah, crazy. They're like used to it though.
Yeah, I don't know how they live out there, man. That's crazy.
Well, you know how there's like 90 out here. It's like fucking brutal. Imagine another 20, 30
Shit.
degrees on top of that. Fuck.
Yeah.
But they don't have humidity though. That's the only other thing though. It's like that. I call it oven heat, where it feels like you open your oven door when you're
Yeah.
putting on fucking broil or something. You get heat like that, but it's dry heat though. So you're not like sweating. You're just fucking hot as shit.
New York
That
gets
shit
very humid.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, real bad. It's been real humid fucking every day, man. It's been fucking nasty out. We'll see though. What beach you got over there? You going to the beach where them fucking sharks is at?
Yeah, the sharks supposedly at Rockaway Beach and Long Island and all over the place. So
Which one do you usually go? Like what beach you usually like going to over there?
I don't. Well,
What's a good one?
I go to Jones Beach.
Jones Beach?
Yeah,
And where's that?
That's the best
Long
one.
Island?
it's in Long Island.
Yeah,
Long
Yeah.
Island?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the best one,
yeah.
huh?
Better than
Jones
Rockaway.
Beach?
Better than Rockaway.
Yeah. It
Nice,
doesn't have like
usually-
the jetties.
nicer atmosphere.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it usually packed? There's gotta be a lot of people over there, right?
Yeah. If you get there early, it's nice, and then by 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, people start coming in.
Uh
And then it becomes a zoo.
how far
Yeah.
how far is
You
the
ever
drive
go
for you?
to Lido Beach?
Lido Beach. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember. If I did, it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Maybe.
don't see. The thing is with Rockaway Beach is there's a lot of fucking projects out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the lowest street numbers is it's like the fucking ghetto.
Yeah.
It looks like
You
that
gotta
too.
go,
They got
you
those.
gotta go like the higher numbers, like 116 and up.
How far is it for you to get over there from where you're at?
To where? Rockaway or to
No, to the
Rockaway
beach you go
Beach.
to, the Jones Beach.
without traffic, I get there in like 25 minutes, 20 minutes. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're like right in the middle. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
like probably the same amount of time to get to Rockaway for you, Smoke, right?
Yeah. Rockaway
you
might
did the
take a
same
little
distance?
longer. Yeah. I think Rockaway's a little further, but same shit.
Yeah, Rockaway is like right past Howard Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never been. The only place I've been out there is fucking Hamptons and shit. I never been to the the one you're talking about.
Oh, the Hamptons is fucking
Way
different.
out
Well,
there.
yeah. That's on the opposite end of the fucking island.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah.
nice over there though.
Hell yeah, there's a lot of rich people there.
Oh, it's big money out there. Yeah. Old money, like
Yeah.
old money for sure.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy in the summertime.
Oh yeah. There's
Lot of
always fucking big house parties and shit.
Yeah,
Fucking private
yeah,
shit. There's
yeah.
a lot of that pool parties and shit. Yeah, it's nice.
Ronnie
If you know
One,
people, it's nice, yeah.
Ronnie One of them used to rent the house every year out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you was spending big money then.
Yeah,
That shit ain't cheap.
he used to give me the house for a couple of days every year.
Yeah, we used to rent the fucking beach house and split it between like 5, 6 people fucking every summer and shit. So, but it was still like fucking, 15, 20,000 for the fucking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month on average. A lot of fucking money. But they get it, man. You got to book that shit fucking way ahead in advance too. It's hard even getting a place out there. He must be. How many bedrooms did the place have that he had?
I'm not sure how many bedrooms, but it was pretty big, built-in pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was probably spending at least 10, 15,000 a month then.
Probably. And this is back, like, way back.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Even back then, they was probably charging them that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the money now is crazy. What they want for a
Yeah.
fucking week to stay out there is nuts.
Yeah, he used to just like rent it for like, maybe like a month and a half or maybe 2 months. Maybe even just a month. I forget.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all had some good times out there though.
Yeah, I took when I went out there, I went out there with my wife.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, when he went out there, he used to bring, guys used to go with him, but he used to, take his girls there too.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice out there for sure, man. Definitely different than the beaches that what
But
you guys are talking
I
about
have
around
been
here.
out there not at his house, but stayed in a hotel or something. Back in the day, we used to go out there just to go to the clubs out there.
Do they used to close early and shit back then too?
I don't, you know what? I don't remember. I
That's
know,
the only thing I didn't like. They close early.
yeah, I don't remember. I remember having, what the fuck? I forgot this fucking guy's name, but I yelled at this guy. He was, fuck. Anyway, this kid, um, Joey Mandel said,
Mm.
he this kid that was with Charles Caniglia. Fuck, I can't remember his name. He had the real estate. Anyway, so I was talking to Joe Mandel, and Joe Mandel, um, said, said, to the guy, yeah, Howie, and the guy was like, no. Meanwhile, the guy fucking installed my fucking telephone in my fucking car like a few years back, like he was fucking lying.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
told me the story before.
Yeah. I ripped into him, and then I had some words with Johnny Burke. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you remembered his name last time. Like you told me it was something. I just can't remember what you told me.
Yeah, I did remember his name the last time. Fuck.
Yeah, he installed like your stereo system in your car phone or something. I think you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, actually, my friend Cliffy shot him in his leg at one
Oh
point.
yeah,
Yeah, Cliffy was Ronnie One Arm's driver.
Who's that? Cliff?
Irish guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
What happened with him?
He's still around.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Yeah, he doesn't, he stopped driving for Ronnie, years ago.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, he's been fucking away like what, 20 years now, or what he was, I
yeah,
should say.
yeah. I mean, even like, I think maybe he stopped driving him around like, some point in the 90s, late 90s.
H- How did Ronnie wind up in Florida to begin with? When they caught that whole case and shit down
Listen,
there, what he went
Ron,
down there for?
you heard the story that fucking Hootie tells, right?
Yeah.
Well, when they told the kids, they told the young gun 77th Street boys to stay out of the neighborhood because they were fucking robbing and pillaging the neighborhood, and they went to Florida and they started committing all these crimes. I was the one who fucking told them. Ronnie One Arm told me to tell them that, Ronnie One Arm told me, he says they're raping and pillaging the neighborhood. Tell them, not to come around for a while or something like that. But I was the one who passed the message to them, and then they went to Florida and they killed a couple of people and did things. And I guess maybe somebody was using, his name, or they just assumed that they were with Ronnie. And
Uh,
he got charged with fucking, being a part of that, but he wasn't even there.
oh, so he was never even down there in Florida with them.
No, he just
Oh,
held him responsible for what these guys did because they, said that they were around Ronnie, and that's what
wow.
they were doing back then, is making the boss responsible for whatever the guys that were around him did.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't realize he was never even down there or anything. Jesus.
He wasn't there when all of that shit went down.
That's why I was confused because I remember fucking hearing the story and reading about him. Like, why the fuck would he be involved in any of this? Doesn't even make any sense to me. But I guess now that you're explaining it, wow, that's fucking
No,
nuts.
these guys weren't with Ronnie. They weren't with Ronnie. It's
That's
just that
crazy.
every time there was a problem in the neighborhood, people used to go to Ronnie. So
Right.
Ronnie was involved in a lot of fucking sit downs over these kids.
Mhm.
And so people automatically assumed that they were with Ronnie, but Ronnie was just mediating shit that went on in the neighborhood.
Wow. Damn, so he got that whole life sentence over some shit he actually didn't have nothing to fucking do with.
Well, as far as like all of the shit that went down in Florida, he didn't have anything to do with.
Yeah, because supposedly they were involved in like some credit card theft and some strip. They killed a stripper or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, those guys did that shit on their own.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's so fucked up, man. That you can wind up getting life over some shit like that. That's
They,
crazy. I didn't know that he
they
was actually never done. That's wild.
yeah, they just made him responsible for what they did because everyone thought that they were around him.
But that makes so did what about the whole thing with A-Light? Was he fucking with those guys down there too, or was that all just brought into the bullshit too?
A-Light, I know A-Light was doing his own thing out there in Florida. So I don't know if they, if he actually did anything with them. It could have just been they wrapped everyone together because they
Yeah.
probably had fucking A-Light, doing shit for Ronnie as well.
Yeah, they were taking over like the valet car fucking business
Yeah,
and
but
shit
as
out there.
far as
So.
like if Ronnie had anything to do with A-Light, I don't, I, A-Light and Ronnie did a lot of things together, so maybe he did have something to do with A-Light. But as far as what the other guys were doing, he didn't.
Wow. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, yeah, that's what, and then that was all because everyone used to always go to Ronnie when there was a problem in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and I guess at the end of the day, they're all from fucking Queens, so it's probably easier wrapping them all up into
Right,
an
all of
umbrella.
those,
Yeah.
they all fucking, hung out around where the club was. Like they all lived around there. These kids,
Well,
for the
that
for the
makes sense
most
with his.
part.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense when he gave that opening statement. Like he said, I don't even understand why I'm involved with this fucking case. I have nothing to fucking do with him. He's like, and then A-Light and Junior, they were partners and shit. I didn't have nothing to do with them fucking guys. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure Ronnie was. I know there was they did a home invasion in Howard Beach, and Ronnie and I believe Junior Ruggiero got involved, and they probably got some money out of the deal. Like, but
Yeah.
they were actually like uh, like the people who got robbed went to maybe Junior and maybe Ronnie fucking sat down for these kids, and all because there was money involved.
Right.
But they weren't with Ronnie.
Jesus. What does Pat Cogni say there? I can't read that. Can you read that song? Fucking late. My eyes are tired. I can't read what that
They
says. Can you
say
read that shit? Or no?
Hootie and Gene always say that Hootie got a bad rap. No, I mean Ronnie got a bad rap in Florida. That Wrecker, I think they're talking about.
No, no, they're talking about Mark Ryder, I think.
No, he had nothing to
His
do with
son.
the case. Wait, let me see. His guys were on their own after Ryder got chased. No, I think they mean Wrecker,
Oh, Eddie Wrecker?
Eddie Wrecker. Yeah, because that's who was involved.
Oh,
He,
okay.
he's saying Ronnie got a bad rap, and
Gotcha.
they meant to say Wrecker, Eddie Wrecker.
Why he got chased?
They got told to stay out of the neighborhood because they were doing home invasions. And
Oh, okay, I got you.
then they went to Florida and they started fucking robbing everything out there.
Yeah.
This
That's the one
kid,
he had him on a show calling him
yeah,
from prison before.
this kid,
Yeah.
this kid, Eddie Recca, he fucking walked into a supermarket by himself and went upstairs to the office and walked out with 19,000 in Florida.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts.
That guy's nuts. When does he come home? How much more time does that guy
I'm
have?
not sure. I'm not sure. I know him since he's a fucking young fucking kid.
Yeah, everybody says he was like a real legit fucking tough guy, real crazy bastard.
Yeah, I always liked him. He was always good with me. He was younger, but
Yeah, well, apparently he don't care about nobody's fucking opinions and nothing like that because he's still friends with A. Went on a show and was still giving him his props and shit.
yeah, he don't give a fuck about that life.
Yeah, yeah, now you could tell. But hey, I think when A had him on, that kind of gave him more credibility and shit too. That this guy was up there talking to him because he was confirming a lot of shit that he had been saying too.
Yeah, yeah. Eddie hated that life. He was wild. He was a criminal to the core. He'd rob, do whatever, kill, but his ambition wasn't to be a part of that life.
So what? So the bid that he's doing right now, is that all from the same case? He's been locked up that whole time, or is it something different?
I think so. I think so.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Well, Smoke, you want to shut it down, man? Is he there?
No, he went to sleep, I guess. He
Well,
probably,
that's it.
or maybe
We're taking over, motherfucker.
maybe he figured we were still talking. He just went to go do something.
Mm.
I doubt he fell asleep.
No, because he just highlighted a comment a minute ago. He highlighted that Pat Cogni comment. So we had to have fucking. Oh, you know what? Damn, I didn't realize that I could do that shit. Did you know that?
What?
If you go into the comments on a thing right now and you click on one of the comments, you can put it up on the fucking thing. Here, let me try it. I didn't know you could even do this. See if it
What do
comes up, right? Hold on.
Okay, yeah. Comments.
Let me see. Show on stage. Is it up there now?
Show on
Or no?
stage. Yeah. I think I just put a comment on there. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, see if it goes through. Try it.
Trying it right now. All right, let me put this one. No, it's not doing it. I'm pressing
Oh,
the
that's.
button. Show on stage, but
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it has that option too, but oh, maybe Gunsmoke has an option on his end and shit that doesn't allow it or something. Then. Maybe it's a setting or something.
yeah, maybe he's got it turned off so we can't do it.
Yeah, because I didn't realize there was even that
Because
option. I hit that shit by accident.
Yeah, it did say show on stage.
Yeah, yeah, he must have it like a setting or something, so you can't. I'm assuming then, because why would it
Yeah.
give you that option? That's weird. Huh? So what's up, Dio? He's using the bidet. He said.
Probably. You know what? But it says on my what the fuck is going on here?
Can the people in the chat see it? Can you guys in the chat see it or does that comment that's on there the only one up there? Yeah, it's not
So
letting,
it's like
not
the
letting me do
one
it.
what I did touch, it says like in the chat in the comments, it says that it's on stage, but it's not.
Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah,
trying
that's
to figure
fucking.
out how do you take it off stage.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird, man. I'm guessing only Smoke can do it. That's why you must have like a setting or something. It's got to be. Because before I heard people talking before when they were on the show, like hey, so and so is in the back room trying to get on right now. But I've never seen nobody pop up on the fucking thing on my end to show me that. Do you?
No,
Like if somebody's waiting backstage?
maybe we have to connect to comments. Oh no, that's if we want to make a comment. But
Yeah.
now I touched on something to show on stage, and I can't get it off.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, man. I don't know why it's doing that. That's fucking bizarre. What's up, Roro? How you doing, Roro? Been a little bit. Good to see you. Well, I don't know. I guess when he comes back, if he wants to wrap it up or something, no big deal.
Yeah, yeah,
Been on for a while.
yeah.
Don't really got much else going on to talk about, I guess. So.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to disappear on the people here.
Yeah, that's what I said. We'll wait until he pops back. Maybe he wants to do something real quick. I haven't really been watching. Sorry, I haven't really been watching these shows either to even know if anything's going on. To be honest with you, so there could be a bunch of shit going on. I just don't know about it.
Yeah, I
I
know.
haven't. I haven't heard much.
Yeah, I've been fucking busy, and I just really, I work night, so I sleep during the day.
Yeah. So the time that we're coming out, so you're fucking going in. So kind of
Yeah,
fucking fucks that up.
I think he's back now.
Smoke, you back?
There's two of them up
Hello?
there.
Can you hear
You.
me?
Yeah,
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 we can
you
hear you
guys
now.
ready to shut it down?
yeah,
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying? I was
yeah.
listening.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to
Oh,
come back. I didn't know what you want. So.
is there
All
like a
right.
Is there like a feature where we can highlight comments and put them on the screen?
No, not through StreamYard, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
it's weird.
so.
It's weird because when we click on the comments while we're on the stage, it says put the comment on stage, but then when you hit the button, nothing happens though.
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering, did you got like some setting or something to stop people from doing that though? I don't know. It's weird. I was
I
just
don't think
curious.
so. I know they changed the features on this fucking thing. I can't even read the chat no more with the phone. So I don't even know
Re-
what's going on.
Really?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
What
I
the fuck?
can't. It just, yeah.
That's crazy.
I can only see one comment at a time. I can't see the
Really?
full chat. Yeah.
The fuck?
All right. So Smoke, if that guy Chris fucking Colombo says anything to you, crack him in the fucking head with a bat.
All right. We'll do.
And good
What's he
night to
gonna say to me?
everybody. Good night to everybody in the chat. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, no
Comment.
half step, no backward step. Smoke, you give him a crack.
Yeah, Chris Colombo, I'll be a hero.
Yeah, right in his head,
Yeah.
right down the fucking forehead. All right,
I'll
Hal.
give him something to talk about.
Comment. Talk soon. Good night. Good night,
Yeah, good night,
Smoke.
guys.
All
Thank you,
right.
Howie.
No
Thank you,
problem.
Colin.
All right.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Everybody have a good night, guys. Catch y'all on the next one. Later, Smoke.
Later, brother.
Peace. Out.
All right, guys. I want to thank DL, J Dams, Rude Irish, Nightmare. I'm trying to remember who else. Mike DeBella. Who else was it? I can't see, but and the anonymous people too. Thank you very much for the support tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you, Howie and Common. I guess we'll be live tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. I guess, yeah. Gotta keep on pushing. So, yeah, tomorrow night, tune in. And, yeah, catch y'all next time. Peace.